hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ziprecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
Now you can get 50% off any unlimited data phone plan. That's one line for only $25 a month, and you keep the phone you love. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. So find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Offer ends July 31st, 2024. Promo subject to cancellation after 12 months. Available exclusively online and in Total by Verizon stores. Requires a compatible unlocked device and SIM. See totalbyverizon.com for device compatibility and additional details. Taxes and fees may apply.
O'Reilly.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When life gets overwhelming, but you just don't feel like talking, help is only a text away. Trained and caring crisis specialists are available by text 24/7 to assist with suicidal thoughts, substance use issues, depression, anxiety, and more. You are never alone. When you need help, please text HOPE to 4HOPE. From anywhere in Arizona, text the word HOPE to 44673. This message is sponsored by Solari Crisis and Human Services.
Live from the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
Here we go.
This is KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody. It's Thursday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, not alongside Randy White. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow, but we got Keon Rose in the control room. You guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale on International Hug Your Cat Day. I don't know who came up with International Hug Your Cat Day, but I'm sure they weren't a cat person because that sounds like a horrible idea.
Why would that be a horrible idea?
Cats are not huggers. They dogs are huggers. Cats are scratch you up and F you up for lifers. It's just a bad idea to hug a cat.
Well, if you had the cat since they were a kitten,
you're
still
not gonna mess you up.
That has not happened to me ever. So
I'm just saying, I've seen the videos.
I got a couple of cats. I've never been torn up by my cats.
Seen the videos of cats just jacking up their owners, knocking stuff off of shelves, attacking them in the middle of the night while they sleep. And I'm just like, that is not a huggable creature to me. That is not something that needs a hug. That's something that needs to be left alone.
I don't know what videos you've been watching.
It's called the internet, Keon. They're all over the place.
I know, but all the cat videos I see are just snuggly cats.
I see somebody try to give a hug to a cat, and it's like, oh, God damn it. And there's bleeding.
Don't give a hug to a cat that doesn't know you. They don't like that very much.
By the way, I'm bleeding today.
Did you have an encounter with a cat?
No, it was just like two completely bizarre circumstances in a row. One on one hand, one on the other. I swear to God, it was the strangest thing. I got a paper cut pulling my papers out of my folder that I use for the show. It just sliced right through the web of my hand between my index finger and my thumb. So I got a cut right there.
That's the worst place to have those.
I'll forget about it, and then later I'll be squeezing a lemon, and I'll remember. Yay!
Loudly. You'll remember loudly.
And with profanity. So then I have this measuring tape here. The radio station measuring tape is a bit wonky. Because, and I tell everybody, I've actually named it Bill Clinton. And the reason is it kind of does that to the left.
Is that why?
Yeah.
I have always wondered this.
It just naturally just sort of does that to the left. It's I'm like, oh, that's Bill Clinton, just like as the depositions had reported. So, anyways, I was measuring something and it slipped back and went and it cut right through my thumb right here. So I'm bleeding from the left hand and the right hand in similar places.
In arguably the worst place to get the any
it's
kind
in the
of
crease of my thumb right there.
Yeah, like if you're going to get a small cut, those are the last places you technically want that to happen on your hands.
I'm trying to show the camera, but it's so small it's hard to see. You can see a little bit of a red indentation. So, again, now lemons, there's going to be, my wife's going to make salmon. I guarantee it. And I'll be like,
yeah, or you'll get the
let me
the
try my
backyard
other
taco
hand
or something, and the lime will get you. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm bleeding today. That's all. And it's Hug Your Cat Day. So I seriously just don't. I mean, if you can, that's fine. But
if you
don't go around hugging strange cats.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to get scratched.
I'm sure now that it's National Hug Your Cat Day, the text from Moist One is forthcoming.
I mean, for many reasons, probably.
Absolutely right. So here's what's happening today. Randy is out, but very funny comedian Paul Mercurio, he's in later on in this hour. He's performing at the House of Comedy tonight, tomorrow, and the next day at azhouseofcomedy.net. Get yourself some tickets. I'm going to see if I can get some tickets. Do you want some tickets? My wife was like, we should go see that show. So I'm going to see if I can get me tickets.
I don't know exactly what day I'd be available.
It's Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. If you don't want him, you want to just hold out and see if he's funny?
Well, no, I know he's funny.
You've met him.
I've met him before. Yeah. I literally do not know which of those days I would ask for tickets for, because then I wouldn't know.
I think that they just can give you some.
It's like
tickets,
a will call thing. You just show up and say, hey.
Or maybe not.
Who knows?
It could be sold out because he is an Emmy and a Peabody Award-winning comedian.
Yeah, he's funny. I know that.
I want to know what he won a Peabody for.
That's a good point.
Did he win an actual Peabody, or did somebody give him like a little Peabody? Remember from the little dog, little scientist dog, Mr. Peabody? Did somebody give him that, like an award? So now he says he got a Peabody. I have questions, and we'll see if he has any answers when he shows up later on in this hour. But I'm going to try to get me some tickets. I could try to get you some tickets. I'm going to see if we can get anybody tickets. I remember asking, "Hey, can we get some tickets?" He didn't respond.
Huh.
So I don't know if we can get tickets or not.
We'll see. It's a toss up.
If he comes with a handler, we'll lean on the handler. Say, hey, we got to get us some tickets. I don't know why all of a sudden we're going to sound like crack addicts.
Well, yeah.
You got to get us some tickets. You got to get us some tickets.
Like it's an illegal drug deal.
You're just going to use these on drugs and alcohol. Yeah, but we still need tickets. Or we could just pay.
Yeah, that's also an option. But what's the point of being in radio if you pay for stuff?
No doubt. If you're in radio and you've paid for a T-shirt or a ticket, you're doing it wrong. You're just doing it wrong. 888-368-1580. CK says, wait. So now Randy's a part-timer. Keon's the crazy cat lady, and Jeffrey's monthly bleeding just started.
Hey, what?
You're right. I do cut myself about once a month. He ain't wrong. He's not wrong. And
I would say the cat thing's not sudden, though. I mean, I've had them for a while.
Well, it's just sudden that they know this now.
I guess.
By the way, I remember when I was in my 20s, and this old guy in his 50s, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember it was like, hey, dude, your arm is bleeding. He's like, oh, I guess it is. How do you not know your arm is bleeding? I don't know. Something had to cut you. Didn't it hurt? Apparently not. I thought that was the weirdest thing. Fast forward to me now, 53 years old. No, I get it. I get it. How you can just end up looking down going, oh, look at that, I'm bleeding. Because it's happened to me now, working on cars and stuff. I guess old guy skin just becomes very weak.
I guess.
And painless.
You just lose your nerve endings and all that. Just
the paper cut hurt like hell. And so did the measuring tape cut. Those hurt like hell because they were in sensitive areas. But I could have a gunshot wound right now and not know it.
It's possible.
I could just be bleeding out, and I have no idea. That's what happens when you get into your 50s, I guess.
Yeah, and then people have to call 911 for you because you wouldn't know.
You forget the number. 888-368-1580.
91. What was that other number again?
Oily Stool says, can I get some tickets for when he comes to Edmonton? No. No, we're not going to promise you free tickets. You're Canadian. You've got the money. I mean, what's the exchange like now? I can't remember. Is our money better or is your money better? I think ours is better this time around. Used to be the other way around, you arrogant bastards. And now, America, we got better money. We're going to come buy up your land and hang out. That's what is happening here, by the way.
I didn't know.
It's the Chinese and the Canadians. They're just coming in here buying all our land.
The Chinese, I understand, because that would help.
It's a Chinese kind of thing to do. Yeah,
help their interests there. The Canadians, though,
they like money.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Listen, just because they're polite and make maple syrup doesn't mean they don't like money.
Fair enough.
So we have not a new texter, but it says, hey, fellas, this is Sideshow Bob. New number. Who dis? It's been a while, but can I get around? Oh, let's give him a drink, please. And Sideshow Bob, I will put you right back into our system here. Welcome back. Where you been? Where you been all this time that now you got a new... Oh, were you in jail? Speaking of jail, some things happened today. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. Big George says, hello, gentlemen. Happy Thursday. Hello, Big George. I take this moment to say hello to you because your texts take forever. He says, well, looks like the Diamondbacks are on their way to New York now to try and ease their troubles. Yes, with the Mets. The Mets, they got their own trouble. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. Last Optimist says, hey, ask Roy of Siegfried and Roy if cats are huggable. Oh, yeah, they had to change their name of their group to Siegfried and 2/3 of Roy. After that, Tiger just
well, okay, like that's like asking somebody, who survived a wolf encounter, like if dogs are huggable. Wolves and dogs are. Your domesticated dog is not the same as a wolf, and so your house cat's not the same as a tiger. Of course, a tiger isn't huggable. It's a damn tiger.
Studies have shown that house cats are more like tigers and lions than Keon knows. 888-368-1580.
I've literally never seen it.
Mr. Wilbur says, blind guy or partially sighted guy doing dishes. Learned a good lesson the other day. If you drop a dish while doing the dishes in the sink, let the dish go, but don't try to catch it because when the dish breaks, your finger gets cut really bad. I'll be paying for that one for a while. I got you, Mr. Wilbur. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Man, the worst thing I ever felt was I reached for something in soapy water, and I got the business end of a serrated knife.
No.
Oh, why did I do? I'll never do that again. That's a learning experience, Mr. Wilbur. Prison Wallet says, did somebody say jail and huggo? No, we didn't say that. We said cat. But I know that you were going to be right on top of it for Moist One, but he's here. Moist One says, hey, who do you have tickets for? Gordon Lightfoot? A lot like him. I mean, you could sit in that audience watching Paul Mercurio do his comedy and think, is that Gordon Lightfoot? This reminds me of Gordon Lightfoot. And you just squint at him like, maybe. Is he going to sing? Is he just going to tell long stories? I don't know. Sideshow Bob says, ha, fluff you, Jeffrey.
Wow.
I want that to be a new thing.
Creative.
No, I want that to be the new thing in the show. And people are mad at me, say, fluff you. I think that should be one of our signature things.
I hope it sticks around.
Sideshow Bob is back and he's come up with a new thing. So
right off the bat,
go fluff yourself, Sideshow Bob. He says, I've been caught up in parenthood. Thank you. Hashtag Go Rams. Okay, well, those things are not connected, but congratulations on your swan, I guess. Pinocchio says, my father's last words. Every zoo is a petting zoo if you're not a big pansy. All right. Swazman says, hey, Jeffrey, as you know, I'm a pet sitter. Yes, you tell us that every day. He says, but I work with many animals, including cats. This guy, Garfield, not huggable. And he sent me a picture. He does not look huggable. He looks angry. He said, I dare you to mess with him. He's cool, but you definitely leave him alone. That's like every cat. That's every cat for me.
I'm guessing because today is not just hug a cat day. It's hug your cat.
Don't act like you haven't gotten jacked up by a cat.
No, I haven't.
You've been jacked up by a cat.
No, I'm trying.
Everybody's been like surprised, jacked up by a cat. Or they'll be like, meow, pet me. And you're petting them. And they're like, I like that. I hate that. And then they bite and scratch you.
Not my cats, not to me.
What? You're giving them gummies then. That's the only thing I can figure.
I'm not giving them gummies.
You are drugging your cats.
You don't have to. Now, somebody else's cats, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. If the cat knows you and they've known you their whole life and you feed them every day, because cats usually tend to not like to bite the people that feed them. No, your cat's not going to scratch you for no reason. You're the source of food.
Swuzman, Moist One wants to know how much you get paid to sit on pets. I don't think he actually sits on the pets. He sits with the pets, I think.
I think that's how that would go. Yeah.
I guess there are more questions about your being a pet sitter, Swuzman. I thought everybody already figured that out, but all right. Okay, so what is going on today? Today, aside from Paul Mercurio coming in here to make everybody laugh, Keon and I are going to walk out, get a drink. Paul's just going to take the mic, and he's just going to probably do stand-up for a half hour.
Yeah, like a nice half-hour set where he can't hear any of the feedback.
What if we actually did that to him? Do you think how long do you think he'd last if we walked out, just left him in here the microphones? That's fine. He's probably like, okay, they're serious.
All right, Paul, see ya. Break a leg.
I don't know, because he'd have no buttons.
He'd have no way. He'd have no way to do anything.
I wonder what he would do. Would he walk off? Would he sit there and be like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I am. Someday I want to do that to somebody.
just set it up so we can.
I'm just curious. I am just legitimately curious. What would somebody do if it's not Paul Mercurio? Somebody else that would come in here and be like, oh, thank God you're here. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Mercurio. And we walk away. I am so tempted.
It's a shame that it can't be today.
I am so tempted. I'm not even lying. Sideshow Bob says, I feel like I need to hear from Boomer Sooner or Big George or you guys are the guys. Yeah, you are going to hear from Big George. Haven't heard from Boomer Sooner in a while.
It's been a little bit. Yeah.
What's going on with him? But let's talk about what is happening tonight. Tonight, Donnie's dreams will be shattered or come true as the Dallas Mavericks head to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves for Game 5 in the NBA Western Conference Finals. And so far, it has gone as I predicted. Yes, Donnie tried to say, and I said, no, I told everybody on air, I bet the Timberwolves will win Game 4 and maybe even Game 5. I'd say there's a better than good chance that the Timberwolves, they're at home. They've got momentum. I think that there's a better than good chance they'll win tonight. I'm not going to put it past the Dallas Mavericks to, do what they did the first 3 games tonight. But if there was going to be another game the Timberwolves win, it would be tonight. If they win tonight, they will not win the next one.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I'm still taking the Mavs tonight, but I do think that there's a good chance the Timberwolves could win it, especially if you've got Derek Lively coming back from his injury. And if he's a little shaky, if he can't play significant minutes, that's the guy that was doing a lot of the work of keeping Anthony Edwards away from the basket. So if he's out there playing, I'm going to lean Mavs, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Timberwolves won it.
Derek Lively, the second.
Yeah.
Aren't we supposed to say the second or junior anytime that they have that there?
I mean, sometimes I say it. If you have the same name as another player and I need to tell the difference between you two, or if your parent played in the league like Gary Payton II, then yeah, I say Gary Payton II, mostly so that I don't confuse him or have anybody else confuse him with Gary Payton, the original.
Also on the Dallas Mavericks, there's Greg Brown III.
Huh.
I don't know who 1 and 2 are, but he's the third.
We probably don't know them.
He's out for the season, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll just say your first and last name. Like if I don't need to tell the difference between you and whoever else, I don't know if that's offensive to anybody, but
I'm offended.
You know.
So here's the deal. For this evening, Oliver Maxence Prosper is out. Derek Lively, game time decision. Luka Doncic, you know he's going to play, but he's listed as game time decision. And then for the Timberwolves, though, this is a big deal. Mike Conley, game time decision. Has there been an update on his status? Because
I'll have to double check that, actually.
That ain't a small thing for the Timber Pups. I love that we can hear you on air typing. Dear Google. Hey, Fred Google.
Let's see. I don't think there's been an update. I think it's going to probably be another game time decision. So we got a bunch of game time decisions tonight, except for Luka, who is obviously not going to be.
Kind of makes it hard to bet.
He's been dealing with the knee for a while, so I think Luka's playing.
He's playing. But, I mean, the rest of it does. Do you have a good beat on what will happen tonight, enough to bet on it?
No.
Because I feel like the Timberwolves will probably get this one.
And I honestly...
But I can't bet on it.
I stayed away from this entire series, and I've never been so glad. When Dallas won the first couple of games, my next thought was, Minnesota's going to win the next couple. And I was just wrong about that. I thought there's going to be more back and forth in these games, but Dallas keeps getting the edge on Minnesota.
Well, we will see what happens tonight. Either way, hopefully it'll be good basketball. And Radio Ron was like, "Oh boy, I hope they have another game." I'm like, "Well, why?" He's like, "Do you care about either team?" He's like, "Oh no, hell no." He says, "I just want good basketball." Yeah,
it's been good the whole series. I mean, as far as the individual games have been close. They've been good basketball.
Well, we shall see. Right now, we got to take a break. When we come back, we got the Diamondbacks to talk about. We got GCU baseball to talk about and a whole bunch more. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Get insights into the sports betting market with VSiN's betting splits. See where the money is and keep updated on how the market is reacting. Only at VSIN.com. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The NASCAR Cup Series will be racing outside St. Louis on Sunday. It is the Enjoy Illinois 300 at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. Just its third ever Cup event. It began hosting Cup races in 2022, and Kyle Busch is the defending champion. Kyle Larson is the betting favorite to win the race at plus 600. Denny Hamlin right behind him at plus 650. Martin Truex Jr. is plus 850. Ryan Blaney plus 900. William Byron also plus 900. And Christopher Bell plus 1,000. The race will be 240 laps. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Febreze. So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la. Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains from May 24th through June 3rd. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Ken Barkley here, reminding you to check out You Better You Bet. Why, you ask? Well, because we bring the fun, the insight, and all the wagertainment you need. Plus, hopefully, we win a couple bets along the way. From up-to-the-minute breakdowns of backdoor covers, bad beats, and the cheers and tears that come with them, obviously. Plus, betting analysis from some of the best minds in the sports wagering world. Join myself and Nick Costos and tune into You Better You Bet. Weekdays from noon to 3 on Arizona's sports betting station 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. All right, so Greg Brown III, his father, Greg Brown II, Try to keep up. So if you're Greg Brown III, your father is going to be Greg Brown II. But it doesn't have to be that way, because Greg Brown II could be your grandfather, right? It doesn't have to go right in a row, does it? To be Greg Brown the first, second, and third.
I always thought it had to be in a row.
Does it?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think it does. I don't think the rules are there.
I think what it is I've just never met anybody who wasn't in a row.
We should look that up. You're going to have to do it right now. On your own time, not on our money. Anyway, Greg Brown II played college football as a safety for the Texas Longhorns.
Oh.
Before playing in the NFL Europe and the practice squad of the Denver Broncos of the National Football League. Brown's uncle, Roderick Anderson, played college basketball as a point guard for Texas before playing professionally overseas. So they all start at Texas, and then all of them go overseas except for Greg Brown III. That's what I just read.
That's pretty cool, actually.
What the hell did Greg Brown I have to, contribute to society, huh?
The second and the third.
Oh,
he started the whole thing.
I guess you get some points for that. Yeah, it's the easiest part. But Hamilton Porter says he learned something new today. Oh, geez. I don't know. We're learn adverse on this show. We'll all listen. Hamilton Porter says apparently before he ran the Redskins into the ground, Dan Snyder was the CEO of Six Flags. Guess that explains why all those parks are in such crappy condition. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably does.
He also ran a telecommunications company that had to shut down because he was ripping off his customers. Guy was bad. He was a bad person before he owned the team.
I was about to say, how did this guy make money? I'm like, well, that's how. Because he
ripped off people. Yeah. That's how he got his way to $1 billion.
So speaking of money, the New York Mets, am I wrong in thinking they've spent an awful lot of money?
You're not wrong.
Okay. Because it's really not showing up on the field. Because the New York Mets are 22-33. The Arizona Diamondbacks, a team that doesn't spend much money at all, 25-30. Not much difference in records. The Arizona Diamondbacks are sort of wandering in the, out the expanse of baseballs, trying to figure out what, get over injuries and move on and hopefully have a better season. The New York Mets, who the hell happened to them? All that money. I mean, I get it. Cisco Lindor, been injured. He's day-to-day. Pete Alonso's been injured day-to-day. Anthony Baptiste got suspended. Christopher Larraz got suspended. D'Angelo Sarmiento, he's on the 7-day IL. Okay. But feels like the money they spent, they still shouldn't be this bad, right?
The highest payroll in baseball is the New York Yankees. The second highest payroll in baseball is the New York Mets. Almost nobody in baseball is spending more money than that team. They should be much better.
Now, I know we throw out a lot of stats. We throw out a lot of terms, a lot of, technical terms, especially now with all these managers following sabermetrics. But the actual baseball term for the New York Mets right now is hot garbage.
Yeah.
I think you should write that down. You should write that down. That is
I think I'll remember that one.
The New York Mets are hot garbage, but watch them beat the snot out of the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers in a series. Then the Mets came across them. It didn't go well. And now the Mets get the Diamondbacks. This is an easy one where the Diamondbacks should have no trouble. Well, we've seen this movie before, haven't we?
Yeah, and this is something that I'm worried about with the Diamondbacks is that when you're a team that you have aspirations of going to the World Series, in the case of the Diamondbacks, again, you've got to beat the teams that are bad. You may struggle with some of the tougher teams. Yeah, you're going to struggle against the Phillies, the way that they're playing. You might struggle against the Braves. It's not good to struggle against the Mets and the Marlins and the Reds and some of these other teams that they should just be destroying, and they're not.
We've lost 3 games in a row, dropped both to the Texans, and offensively have not done much. Defensively have not done much. And this is one we should do great, but I'm not. Okay, I promised I wouldn't do this, so I'm going to stop myself right now. I'm going to stop myself. I always have said take each game as its own story, watch it, enjoy it, hope for the best. And if it doesn't work out, that's all right. We'll get them next time. That was the attitude we had last season watching the Diamondbacks. And at this point last season, if you said, hey, you think this team will go to the World Series? I'd slap you before you finish the sentence.
Because it would sound like an insult. Like, are you trying to be smart? Like, no, the team actually was a team that got hot, and they were able to make a run to the World Series. The Rockies are terrible, and even the Rockies went on a run this season. So what I'm saying is, I think that there's hope for the Diamondbacks, that there's a switch that can get flipped at some point. I just think sooner would be better than later.
So tonight, well, not tonight, here in about half an hour, this afternoon, Zach Gallen is taking on Christian Scott. Those are the pitchers right there. So hopefully something good happens.
That's what you hope.
I just don't know what to expect with this team, to be honest.
That's I think the biggest problem. They're not consistent. And that the only thing about them that's consistent is that they're not consistent. Like, you can go down the lineup. None of those guys have been consistent, really. You can go through the pitching rotation. You can go to the bullpen. It's inconsistent everywhere.
Did you see the video of Jorge Lopez? He flips his glove into the stands after he got tossed. The third base umpire, disagreed with him on a check swing. He's like, and they said a few things, and he got tossed like quick. And of course, the guy who tossed him is known for tossing guys pretty quick. But so then Jorge Lopez, he's walking off, and he chucks his glove up into the stands. That's a couple $100 worth of glove right there. And he probably had done some work on that glove, getting now he just chucks it in the stands. Okay, well, that was dumb. And also, you're going to get fined for that sort of thing. But then as he's getting asked about it in the locker room, talking to reporters, he says, he's like, I don't regret it. I think I've been on the worst team in probably the whole effing Major League Baseball.
Oh.
Now he says, that's not what I said. He says, I said, I'm the worst teammate. And it was quiet. It was not mic'd well, but he's trying to backpedal, or I don't know if he's telling the truth. Did you see the video?
I didn't see the video. No.
Has anybody seen the video? Let me know. Did he actually say, I think I've been on the worst team in probably the whole effing Major League Baseball? Or did he say, I've been the worst teammate in all of effing Major League Baseball? I don't believe him in his backpedal. I just don't believe him. But it's possible.
Yeah. Well, he's been cut. So
yeah, that's the thing. They didn't take long to try to figure it out. They're like, oh, worst team? Guess what? You're DFA. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
I think that seems like not a great reaction, because that's a sign that your locker room is bad. If he said worst team and you're losing, you are actually a bad team. You're at least the fourth worst team in your division. He's not saying nothing.
If the Diamondbacks can't handle their business tonight and the next 3 nights, or however, I don't know if they're all in a row, but if they can't handle all 4 of these games, then I just don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, that's a lot of dysfunction on the Mets, and we are counting on it. I love that Paul Mercurio is at our front door ringing the doorbell like a Jehovah's Witness. Like he's like, you ring.
There's a woman there, and I don't see Paul.
There's a sign. No, I see him.
Oh, you
There's
see him?
a sign that says ring the bell. And I know that Radio Ron has probably heard the bell, or somebody's heard the bell, and they're on their way up front. But Paul is not taking no for an answer. He's just ringing the hell out of that bell. Well, they've opened the door. Our national nightmare is over. They've opened the door. But I just think it's funny. He's just like ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah, from where I was sitting, I guess you mentioned the handler. I guess that's who I saw.
Yeah.
So I just saw this woman outside, and I was like, that's not Paul.
Well, Paul's not very big. He's
but Paul doesn't have long hair either. No. So
well, no. Anyway, so what was I saying?
No, it blue? I don't think.
I wonder if he's from New York. I wonder if he's a Mets fan.
Well, it would make this show funnier.
He's not going to feel like talking about it if he's a Mets fan.
That's true.
888-368-1580. Hamilton Porter says, I think the Mets are actually paying more guys that aren't on the team than actually are on the team right now.
Yeah. They signed a lot of very bad contracts last year. Guys that were really good, but they took a gamble on a bunch of players that were maybe a little past their prime, and it blew up in their faces spectacularly. And they're still paying for it in every sense of the word.
Do people hate the Mets? I've never had a problem with the Mets.
I hate the Mets, but I think that's more of a National League East thing.
Right. That's a division thing. I got you on that. But I don't know.
And I had a friendly rivalry with a certain co-host that was here that was a Mets fan.
I never had a problem with the Mets. They're adorable, like the Cubs. There's lovable losers.
My thing with the Mets is that every year they talk about a commitment to trying to win a championship. They spend the money like they want to do it, but then they never get close. That's their cycle that they get stuck in all the time, is that they spend big money, but it not usefully, not well, and they lose a lot.
Walter Mellon says if it doesn't go for the firstborn, they name the second kid after. Kind of like a punch in the face. You're not living up to my namesake, son. I'm going to make your younger brother. I'm going to name him after me. Yeah, I guess that would...
that's hurtful.
That would be hurtful. Moist One says he believes old Jorge. And Lost Toby says, I originally thought he said teammate. Really? Okay. The sound was pretty horrible on that. He says, but in the full context of the interview, it makes less sense. True. And I don't know, does he speak broken English? Is that a thing? I don't know. So I guess maybe Hamilton Porter, yes, the Mets might be the Cowboys of baseball. I don't think they're universally hated, though.
Yeah, and the Cowboys, what makes the Cowboys is that they do have a great past. Like the 3 Super Bowls that everybody knows that the triplets won, and they had a great run. And I think that the Mets don't have that in their history. So they don't feel like the Cowboys to me, because I don't think everybody hates the Mets, because there wasn't a time where everybody was like, the Mets, that's the team you root for.
Well, when Paul Mercurio comes in, we'll get reacquainted and get him to tell us what his teams are, and then we might laugh a little.
Here's hoping.
Yeah. 888-368-1580. Lost Toby says, yes, Mets are lovable losers. That's kind of the way I've seen them. I got no problem with them.
They're more that than anything else. I
could be a Mets fan, because if I were not a Diamondbacks fan, let's say the Diamondbacks do what the Coyotes did to us. I mean, they're kind of at the bottom of the barrel, but at least they have an owner who will spend money, right? So then I could probably follow them.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather root for a team with an owner who will spend money well?
Well, we got Ishbia.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm used to that.
So that's what you're used to. You want to go back to that?
Yeah, might make me uncomfortable if it made sense. Lost Toby says the Mets are also the love child of the Giants and the Dodgers.
A little bit. I could see that. I could see that.
That works.
Minus the success of either franchise.
Right. Without all that unnecessary, unwieldy success. Speaking of lack of success, boy, I tell you what, I don't watch a whole lot of golf. And I don't watch a whole lot of women's golf. But I did see the movie Tin Cup. And Nelly Korda had an absolute Tin Cup meltdown. And she had won a major already this year, but now they're like, oh, that did not go well. She posted a 10 on a par 3 at the number 12 hole, and it was one of these things where it just went from bad to worse to worse to worse. So take a listen to here. Here she hit her first shot into the back bunker on the 161-yard hole, right? Then she put her second shot into the creek that runs right in front of the green. So it's like, all right. I had to go across the creek in front of the green to hit her fourth shot after she took a penalty stroke. Then she put that shot into the creek again, proceeded to do the same with her sixth shot, and then another penalty stroke from the same spot. She kept going and going. And the shot tracker of Kelly Norda's third hole at the Women's U.S. Open almost died of exhaustion. It was just, and so, yeah, that did not go well for her.
No, it couldn't have.
Looking good to win, and now looking like Kevin Costner in a movie. That was also uncomfortable to watch.
She shot an 80 for the whole day.
We would shoot an 80 and still talk to our grandkids about it. But she's Nelly Korda, And that's not good.
She had higher aspirations than that. And I feel bad for her for a couple of reasons. One, the AP News article, the headline just said, "Whoa, Nelly." So it's just like, oh boy, now the AP News is piling on. And she said it was just a bad day at the office. Because what else are you supposed to say?
Yeah, you can't say much of anything else unless you start quoting actual lines from the movie Tin Cup. All right, listen, we got to take a break. When we come back, Paul Mercurio is going to be with us. He's performing at the House of Comedy tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. And we're going to try to steal some tickets from him. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-280-8787. That's 1-800-280-8787. Or go to selectquote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-280-8787. Details on example rate at selectquote.com.
If you need bold banners to boost your business, but you're on a budget, think Staples. Posters, flyers, signs, and menus for less? Think Staples. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward. Now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Same-day service available on hundreds of items if you order by noon. And all backed by Staples' Print Perfect guarantee. So it's done right or it's printed again free. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. N61, visit staples.com/print for details.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Celebrating 30 years of AmeriCorps in Arizona looks like more than 27,000 members, 29 million hours served, nearly 75 million in scholarships, millions of lives changed. When you sign up for AmeriCorps in Arizona, you make a difference. Also, earn a living stipend, plus education scholarships. Join the movement by signing up at serve.az.gov. That's serve.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Youth, Faith, and Family.
Hey, everybody, it's Mark Asher with Josh Garcia of the Miracle Mile Deli. Josh, I want to thank you and your family for making such a huge difference over the last 75 years in the restaurant business in Arizona.
Thank you, Mark. It's been a privilege and an honor to serve generations of families like yours in the Valley over the last 7 decades, and we are extremely grateful to be celebrating our 75th anniversary in 2024 with a variety of different specials. So come on down to our Phoenix location at 16th Street in Campbell with your family and friends and celebrate with us. For more information, visit miraclemiledeli.com.
We know how it goes. You can't always tune in and hear your favorite shows and hosts.
Dude, look, I'm a loser, okay?
It's cool, bro. That's why we post podcasts of your favorite shows and hosts. Listen when you want to. Listen on demand.
That is great and frankly kind of amazing.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com to download.
Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Paul Mercurio's ears are now bleeding because he couldn't find the knob quick enough. And by the way, go ahead and turn his mic on, please. He doesn't have his camera handy, so I'm going to go handheld here. So because if Paul's not on a camera, he doesn't know what to do. There he is.
What's up, everybody?
There he is, Paul
Good to see you.
Mercurio.
How are you?
So now Paul is performing at the House of Comedy, Rick Bronson's House of Comedy, tonight, tomorrow, and the next day.
Yeah,
but not on the Lord's Day.
No,
you are very, very picky about that.
I am.
So, really?
Can we?
Oh, I was just kidding.
Can we? Before we start, can I show you something?
Well, you're taking your shirt off.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I got lucky.
Are you serious?
I am totally serious. The guy who does my social media.
Oh my God.
It's like Jeff. He posted this, and I'm like, "Do you hear?" He goes, "Do you have the shirt?" And this of all the T-shirts,
You had
I
it?
took it. So people listening, I have worn. This is now 3 years in a row the exact same T-shirt, and you called me out about it. When
Oh
I
my
was here
God.
last.
That is amazing. Did you put that on purpose
I
or because I posted that, or do you already have it on?
No, I did not have it on. I brought it from New York where I live. It's just
That's
one of
so
3
funny.
T-shirts I brought on this trip. I just happened to bring it. I wasn't going to wear it. I just wasn't thinking about wearing it. And then you posted about the shirt, and I looked, and I'm like, please,
That's
God, please. And I'm
amazing.
like, yes, I have the shirt. So here
Well,
it
it's a well, we're keeping it going. And I also realized I'm wearing black shirt, also in that same picture.
Yes.
So I don't know if I was I don't know if I was wearing a black shirt when you joined us at Dave and Buster's that time at the draft party.
I don't know, but you had the hat. I think
We
you had
both
the
have
hat.
limited imagination in our wardrobes, I guess.
And Nick tells me you're wearing the same underwear from the last time I was here.
Well, Nick would know. So, all right, you're back. You're here, and listen. We have questions because
I feel bad you have to hold that.
I
You want me
know
to
my
put it right
arm
here?
is.
Here, let me put it over here.
Well, I mean, I need it for me sometimes too.
Oh, okay.
Because it's going to be a conversation.
You know what?
It's
We'll do
not
my
all
phone.
about you.
We'll do my phone. I'm gonna tell me
Well,
what I gotta do.
Oh, well, Keon can invite you. Go ahead and send him the invite to his email. So it's not there yet, Paul. But real fast, why don't you just fill us in? Let's just get the basics.
Yeah.
Your teams. Who are your teams?
I'm all Boston. I grew up in Rhode Island. in
Oh,
New
that's
England.
right, all
So I'm
Boston.
Red Sox, Celtics,
Okay.
Bruins, Patriots.
Sorry about your Celtics.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just kidding.
no, that's okay. They're gonna screw
Did you
this
hear they
up.
lost last night?
They're
It's
gonna
over.
screw-
I know you've been touring, but yeah, they got swept.
I came in here to have fun, and now you depress me. No, they're gonna screw this up. They're gonna they just
It's a very Boston way of thinking.
no. Well, because look at how they play. It's ridiculous.
They're in the finals,
No,
man.
I don't like your positivity. Okay, don't get me. You're annoying to me. No, because what they do is they play down to their competition,
Mhm.
right? So, and you end up getting like, look, they had a scrimmage with a middle school and they lost that the other day. Okay, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And Kristaps, let's go, buddy. It's a calf injury. I have a calf injury. You see me not coming in and doing radio? I'm here. So
It's very similar. You're
so-
right.
And so Jason Tatum, I do think I think he gets he's achieved a lot, and people are still on him because he hasn't gotten the ring yet. But I think Dallas is going to be the competition, and those two guys. But how great is it, like Luka and Irving? How great is it going to be for Kyrie Irving back in New York, in Boston, getting just booed and
Oh yeah.
and stomping on the little leprechaun like he did before?
Well, let me just tell you, I'm going to root for the Celtics. I am going to root for the Celtics
Because of me? Because we're friends?
No,
Because we're not friends.
because I'm Irish. That's
Oh,
it. That's the only reason. That's all I've got.
That's true. That's
But see,
true.
I'm one of these guys, not racist. So that might not fit in with Boston Irish that you're used to. But
Right.
so here's the thing: we thought you were, because you live in New York. For some reason, my brain kept telling me you're a New Yorker and you're going to be a Mets fan.
No, and if I were a New Yorker, I would not be a Mets fan.
Because you like being happy. I
I
assume.
Well, somebody from New York has to be a Mets fan.
because that's like being suicidal if you're a Mets fan. And it's hard. Like I think when my Red Sox aren't in it, for example. Okay, I got the thing here.
Mhm.
Oh, look at that! Here I am.
Are you in?
I'm in.
Well, you think you're in, but I don't see you yet. You have to. There's probably more buttons you have to push.
Okay.
There he is. There's Paul. He's starting to show up. I'll make sure you're. Okay. Yeah. You want to turn your audio off.
I don't know how to do this. All right. Okay. Now, how's that?
Well, we don't see you yet. You got to start your video.
I don't know.
This is what we should have been doing during the break. There he is.
Okay.
Now, there's Paul. He's on his. I'll get on mine. And for there you go. Now everything's back to normal.
All right.
And except for Paul, you gotta turn it sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah.
You got it.
I got it.
Oh, okay. There you go. And you don't let the TV be in the shot, or else they'll shut down our Facebook page.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding.
How is that? I think I don't.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. There you go.
So no, Mets, no. I was, Yankees. I'm a Red Sox fan. I can never go there. You know what I mean? Just for fun, when I don't, if I got a day off, I go to Yankees games, and I keep people's car in the parking lot. Yeah.
How are your Red Sox doing right now?
They're like a farm team. They're like a 500 team because John Henry, who I want to shoot, doesn't want to spend any money because he's busy spending it over in England or in just whatever his his soccer team is. And then he bought the Penguins, right? So it's like he doesn't like we're not spending money in here. So I can't watch a Dodgers game because there's Mookie, and Mookie, that was supposed to be you gave my guy away, John Henry. John Henry, if you live here, I'm going to come find you. Okay.
Oh, I don't think he lives here.
I'm going to leave a rattlesnake in your bed. So I feel like there's this year's better. I think that they got some better players, but I just feel like we're just sort of a Midland team. And then I find myself when I go to a Red Sox game, like I'm yelling at them like I yell at my kid when he plays baseball. Like, I'm like, wait on the ball. And then I snap and like my whole life comes out. Like, your mother doesn't love me. You're letting me down. You're a huge disappointment. Okay, you have to leave the field now, Mr. Mercurio. So I don't think that I don't see them in the next couple of years going even into the playoffs.
Well, you could say the same things that you just said all about the Diamondbacks, except for we were at the World Series inexplicably last year.
Yeah.
We still don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
That was a complete surprise to all of us. Like 1 minute we're like, well, they're on a nice run, but holy crap, they're in the World Series. Only because the Dodgers always choke right at the end.
Yeah.
Well, that was great.
Yeah. I mean,
I love that so much.
They do that every year, but now they've got Ohtani, and when he's not betting on games, I'm sure it's going to be fine. And I'm sure he had no betting going on at all.
You think so?
How do you get like, what is it, $30 million taken from you, and you never knew it? You never knew it.
I've
been never looked at your bank account. And
I've been married for a while, so I kind of.
There you go.
It's not that far fetched to me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's $100 million, and then you get up and you go, "Oh, it's 70 million," and you missed that. You missed that digit, really?
Well, the numbers look different in Japanese.
I don't think that's how that works.
Maybe he just doesn't understand.
Maybe he's really bad at reading Japanese.
Could be, or he's just like, first off, I'm dyslexic. Second off, if the numbers don't look like chicken scratch, I can't figure this out.
I can't figure it out.
They're all curvy and smooth. I can't be expected to know what's in there.
Oh my God! Well, it's been a crazy year for New England. Now Belichick is gone. Thank God. We don't have him anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what do you mean? Look what he did the last 4 years. He ruined the team.
Yeah. Just mostly just because he was depressed.
I think really sad.
Yeah, no, because Tom left and he was just like,
so I'm going to derail a team that was winning championships.
He did have a courage journal that he would write in.
You think so?
And he had like little hearts with TB 12.
I am powerful.
His vision board was sad. He might have been writing those things, but his vision board just said sadness.
That's a guy who frowns during sex.
So does everyone else with him.
Exactly.
I can't imagine that's fun.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing it wrong.
Like, why? Gotta ask you a question, honey. Why are your eyes always closed? You know why, Bill. You know why.
Honey, every day is a work day. I get to work.
No days off.
No
get
days.
off me, Bill. Just get off me.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Which job would that be? You know.
So I don't know where we're going with that.
I have no idea.
Because we drafted Drake May, and he's going to be a work in progress.
You guys went out of your way to draft Drake May.
We did. Everybody, like, for 5 weeks, sports radio in New England was like, should he, shouldn't they, should they go for something else? Should they try to, acquire? But I love Aaron Rodgers is going to play for the Jets in New York finally. And he's so arrogant and he's so pretentious. Remember what he said? I'm a critical thinker. Try saying that to somebody in New York. Here's your critical thinker right here. I got your critical thinker.
Well,
like,
if he could stay on the field for more than 45 seconds,
Yeah.
he might actually get to experience New
well,
York.
I don't think so. He's smoking weed with Pat McAfee. Of course, you're going to pull a hamstring or bust your Achilles or something. But
taking ayahuasca in caves.
Yeah,
didn't he go away for like 3 days to like just?
He got in a wigwam and they like turn off the lights for a bit.
If I were Aaron Rodgers, you know who I'd want to disconnect from? Aaron Rodgers. Like,
That's why I think he went in that dark room thing.
And then he realized, oh my God, I hate myself. I got to get out of here and get with people so they distract me from the reality of who I am.
I don't know if he actually does hate himself, but I know we hate him a little.
Yeah, it's just he's a pretentious.
Yeah,
he's
he
a
is.
great player.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have questions for you.
Yes, sir.
For first off, by the way,
No, I can't come to the house. No, I can't. I can't clean the pool.
You're the only person who has hands small enough to reach in there and get that thing. Who else am I gonna get?
Casey's laughing very hard.
So
can we turn this giant fan
you
on?
got to keep talking into the microphone.
They can hear me.
Well,
like
no,
this.
they can't.
I do this for a living.
You're
It's a
used to
very
expensive
directional
radio
mic.
stations. This one you got to talk right into
What
that.
did you get this mic at Walmart? I can't turn 3
Walgreens.
degrees.
Do you mind?
3 degrees to the right?
Yes.
Take your hat off. I've never seen
Walgreens.
you with your hat on.
Well, it's all hat-haired, matted down
okay.
right now.
All
You
right.
just wanted to see if I was bald under
No,
here.
now take your pants off. I've
Take my
never seen
pants
you with
off.
your-
My pants are already off.
Did you hear that?
There you go.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
I can't remember.
By the way, the doorbell outside is
Yes.
broken.
No,
it
I
works,
could
but
hear
there's,
it.
like,
You
tape.
just weren't patient. I'm in here listening. You know, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, oh, my
it
God,
rings in the studio?
the Jehovah Witnesses of comedy are here.
No,
Just-
because there's tape on it, and it's like I'll fix it. I'm Italian. I can fix that.
All right, well, earn your keep. Do it. But it's Paul Mercurio. He's performing at the House of Comedy. How many shows tonight?
I got 6 shows.
6
tonight.
shows tonight. 8
12
shows tomorrow.
and 10 on Saturday.
But none on Sunday.
None. No, each show is 6 minutes.
None on Sunday, you goddamn heathens.
Oh, we can say goddamn.
Yeah, but be careful.
Say it with a lilt in your voice.
You got to be careful. You just, I guess I give you an inch. I'm worried about the miles of FCC fines that will fall.
Well, Ron, I don't know. Jeff said I could say, 1 show tonight, 2 tomorrow, and 2 Saturday.
We do have a new thing that just started today on the show. I am gonna when the texters for the F word, they're gonna say "fluff you."
Oh.
Just like it's like a TNT edited version of Reservoir Dogs, right? Fluff you. No, fluff you, man. And I kind of like it. You can go fluff yourself.
See, I don't feel like I'm on radio right now. I feel like I'm hanging out with my buddy, and there's very good. Like
You got to be careful.
I've almost sworn twice, and
Don't do it. We can't afford it.
one was when you took your hat off. I was like, "What the f is that?"
Yeah, if we can't afford more than a Walgreens mic, do you think
Right.
we can afford the fine?
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Where's he going? Oh yeah, a listener gave that to us.
Oh, you
He is spotted an award that was over on the
award.
thing.
Oh, this is awesome! Congratulations.
Yeah, I can't
And it
remember
says
who
a
it
nice
was.
plaque. What are you still doing in the business?
I know.
That's a weird thing to give somebody, but you know, people give you what they give you.
It's sometimes you take a hint. Sometimes
Yeah, sometimes you
you
don't.
stay on long enough to have Paul Mercurio on again.
Where are we going?
We're going to a break.
This is value. This is Marconi Award radio. What are you people doing with the commercials?
I want to know how you won a Peabody Award. Wait, hold on to that.
Way to say that
information.
in a supportive way, friend.
You.
Hey, come back in a minute for more insults with Paul Mercurio.
Well, it'll be 4 minutes, but we can stretch out the insults longer on the other side. I don't know. It's not like you have anywhere to be right now.
Wait, did you put something in my water?
Of course, I put something in your water.
Did you Bill
It's working.
Did you Bill Cosby?
Go get the cot. Bring it in.
How am I roped into this?
Could you dim the lights, please?
Please dim the lights.
I don't want to waste a good roofie on Paul Mercurio
and look the
if
other
the
way.
moment's not right. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? A recent stash of 1881 Morgan silver dollar coins has been found.
These gorgeous 1881S silver dollar coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck. Only a limited quantity of these Morgan silver dollar coins are available. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone interested in silver coins. Just call government at 1-800-806-1641 and you are guaranteed a mint condition 1881S Morgan silver dollar featuring the iconic S mint mark of the San Francisco Mint. But with limited quantity, you must call now. These 1881S silver coins are still in uncirculated condition. That is 140 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-806-1641. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-806-1641 now to secure your 1881S Morgan silver dollars before they sell out. That's 1-800-806-1641.
If you need bold banners to boost your business, but you're on a budget, think Staples. Posters, flyers, signs, and menus for less? Think Staples. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward. Now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Same-day service available on hundreds of items if you order by noon. And all backed by Staples' Print Perfect guarantee. So it's done right or it's printed again free. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. N61, visit staples.com/print for details.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains from May 24th through June 3rd. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Do you need equipment for your business but don't have the cash? I can help. I'm Dylan Cohen at JR Capital, and we offer no money down financing on new and used equipment. Excavators, forklifts, dozers, tractors, cranes, plows, and more. If it's essential to your business, I will help you get the money you need. It's faster and easier than asking your banker. Call me, Dylan Cohen, at 602-834-7353. That's 602-834-7353. Or visit moneyradio.com and click on Finance with Dylan.
80% of youth in Arizona don't drink, smoke, or use drugs. Want to know the reason why? It's you. Kids say not disappointing their parents is one of the main reasons they choose not to drink or use drugs. Visit talknowaz.com because while you might worry you aren't getting through, you are. Keep it up and stay up to date about the latest Arizona drug trends at talknowaz.com. This message is sponsored by the Substance Abuse Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, not alongside Randy White. He'll be back tomorrow, but Keon Rose is in the control room. Paul Mercurio is over here at mic number 2.
Hey, everybody.
He said some very lovely things to me off air, so I immediately insulted him right before we came on because I didn't want to mess with our momentum there.
He went after my age.
Yeah, I just noticed it's just not listed anywhere.
You have a family. People love you. My dog finds me annoying when I go home. I swear to God, we have an adopted dog, Daisy. So whenever I walk into the room, Daisy immediately gets up, gives me a dirty look, and walks into the other room. I swear to God.
Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, she literally has that look on her face, like, oh, this a-hole again. So she walks into that. Then if I walk into that room that she just walked into, she looks at me like, really? Look, here are the rules. You stay in that room. I'm in that room, and nobody gets bit and nobody gets peed on. Now, I saved that dog. That was a rescue dog. And when we adopted the dog, and I'm pushing for this for national legislation, federal legislation, there should be a lemon law when you adopt a dog, because it turned out after the fact, we found out the dog has a weak sphincter, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you can't. How do you know? You can't put it on a lift and start probing around in there. Or maybe you can on a Sunday night.
I have a license for that.
Exactly. And so now the dog just will randomly, if she gets little wee,
Oh,
so you come to my house There's wee pads everywhere. You think you walked into an assisted living facility. That's what it's
I
like.
just like how you're trying to blame that on the dog. I just feel so bad for that dog.
Casey, do not laugh at him. Don't encourage him. My wife actually did say, it's your voice. The dog finds your voice annoying. And
Wow. How about that transference?
Yeah, do I sound like a Dyson vacuum cleaner to you? What? I can't. It's like they just want me to drop the check off and leave. That's all.
Well, I mean, you travel a lot doing stand-up, so I imagine there's a little bit of dogs will punish you. They will give you grief and do things to punish you when you're gone for longer than they would like. So they're just like, who do you think you are coming around here?
Yeah,
telling me what to do.
Show up. You show up when you want to show up. You know what? I'm going to tear your favorite chair up. There. What do you think of that?
Wait, is this the dog or your wife right now?
This is my wife.
Okay.
She has some serious canines.
Just tearing that chair up.
Yeah. I married a man woman. Yeah, she's half man, half woman, and it's on my Wikipedia page.
Yeah, right there. Don't look for.
I really thought you were bald.
I have photographic
tremendous amount of hair.
I keep telling people that.
Show
They
me again.
I just don't feel like pulling it off.
I want to rub my hair.
No, that's not going to happen. I'll punch a comedian. I don't even care. You're not gonna run your hand through my. That makes me very uncomfortable. Is this the sort of thing you want a Peabody for?
Do you?
Is this how you did it?
I want to thank the Academy for this
what is it? Yeah,
trophy from Target. And by the way, I never know if I should call you Jeff or Jeffrey.
It's Jeffrey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why isn't there an E in there?
We were poor when I was a kid. We couldn't afford the extra vowel. Pat Sajak was a bastard. He's like, not going to bend on that.
So what are we going to do when you come to New
I got
York?
the Timu version of the name, Jeffrey. That's what I got. My mom was like, that's good. Click.
Yeah, good enough. I think I was a mistake.
I know
my
you
name
were a
is
mistake.
Oh my God.
No, seriously.
I was raised, the other street I was raised on, Paul Street.
No kidding.
I think I was a mistake. And my mother doesn't care. I think my mother just like got pregnant. Boom, water burst. She's in the kitchen, gets on the floor, shoots me out. What do you want to name him? She looks out the window. She's the name of the street. Yeah, call him Street. How about Paul? Yeah, okay, call him Paul. Paul.
I figured she's just on the phone screaming, what street are you on, ma'am? Paul!
That's it. That's what we're going to name him. She just turned 96, by the way.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, good for her.
And
Good for her.
She's like, will not go down. We try everything.
You're like, we waxed the floors.
Yes. Oh, you trip her. She bounces
She made it
back
right
up.
through the kitchen. I don't know how she does it.
You give her sour milk, she just eats it right up. No problems. Doesn't get sick. And
We put an angle on the stairs. We
yeah,
just can't seem to.
Hey, Ma, go pet the alligator. She pets the alligator.
She's like Spider-Man.
It's like, and she's mad because we closed her store after 63 years, a furniture store that she started in like 1960. Very progressive.
Well,
like,
why'd you
head
close
turner.
your store?
Because she's 96.
What?
Way to listen. Good hosting.
She still has.
No.
She wants to do it. Let her do it.
No, because she's not. It's a good point. She's not doing it. Don't get me started. We're doing it. The kids have to work in the business.
You've got to move the couches.
Yeah, I couldn't go away to college. I had to go up the street, and if I didn't do well, I was forced to live under a bridge in the overpass with a coyote. And so she's 96, and she's mad. And I go, Ma, look, this is like the twilight of your life. You can travel. You can go to the senior center. She literally said to me, I'm not going to go there. Those people are old. I'm like, you're old. You're 96. What are you going to go skydiving with Taylor Swift? You're old. Okay. And so she just was like, she's just angry. She's like an angry little Italian woman.
And that's dangerous.
Yes.
That is a dangerous thing.
And we had to just try. So now we had to close her store with all of these papers like everywhere, right? Catalogs going back like 30 years. Like you want an article from 1970 in the New York Times, just go to Rhode Island, knock on my mother's door, it's there. So my mother won't throw anything out, as most people are, especially older people. So now I'm throwing stuff out one day, trying to get the store closed. And then I look back and the stuff I just threw out is back on the counter.
Oh, man.
I go, I guess I forgot. I thought I threw it out, but I didn't. I throw it away. I turn back. It's on the counter. So my mother, when my back is turned, and anybody listening, you have somebody like this in your family, is pulling the stuff out of the garbage. So this is how you have to throw stuff out with my mother. Remember the scene in The Godfather where the young Robert De Niro shoots the old Don in the white suit in the stairwell, and then he goes up on the roof and he breaks the gun into a million pieces and then stuffs it into different pipes.
Right.
That's how you have to throw stuff out. You have to rip up the piece of paper, okay? And then you have to take the individual pieces of paper and walk around the neighborhood and knock on doors and go, excuse me, I need you to throw this. A tiny Italian woman will come here with a whistling hearing aid. You did not see me. Throw this out, and then you move on. Otherwise, she'll tape it back together.
You still end up going back home. It's already scotch taped and put together. She should work for the CIA, putting together stuff that comes out of the shredder.
Who says she doesn't?
Well, it's good to have something to do.
Exactly.
How long do you think she'll go for?
My
She's
mother?
gonna go over 100, man.
We should bet. Want to do a Deadpool on her? Come on, the three of us.
My mom is 75, so she's
We
got a
should
ways
get your
left.
mom and my mom to Indian leg wrestle. Did you just throw up in your mouth a little bit?
No. I'm trying to figure out where the odds would go on that. My mom is in pretty good shape, although she did get a stent recently.
Oh.
So, I probably shouldn't be giving that information out because that could tilt the betting, right?
Well,
I should
my
have.
mother carries a switchblade because she's Italian. So, so
Hmm.
you got to watch out there.
Well, my mom being Irish, she'll just pull the leg off of a chair and start beating her with it. So, she'll come over with a knife and just walk.
She won't. She'll be all uncoordinated from all the Guinness she drank.
They'll just get drunk together.
They will.
We'll have to fight each other.
Yes, exactly.
So, by the way, how do you stay in shape at your age? Because
want me to take my
I
shirt
think you're
off?
substantially older than I am.
You want me to do the dancing pecs? What is this? I'm
And-
substantially older. What, did I come in here with a diaper on?
I love how I slid that past.
No, this is like the fourth time.
What the hell
This
was
is the fourth
that?
time he said that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is way better. It's more intimate.
Well, yes. Now that's taking years off you, just with being in the dark.
There you
So
go. Yes. Go ahead. How's that?
So what do you do?
Let's guess
do you
what
work
finger
out?
is behind the paper.
Have you been?
No,
working-
no.
Well, you
Yes.
is
what-
it this one or
Oh,
this one?
You can do that.
Well, it's online.
Oh, that's right. Holy shit.
Oh no, you can't say that.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. I
So
forgot.
do you work out, or is it just are you a smoker? I mean, are you? How do you stay in this shape?
Crack. It's a key.
God. I did not have crack.
No, it speeds up the metabolism.
Sure.
Okay, and then you're just I actually I rub linseed oil on my biceps, and I have a small man that does that.
Sure.
Yeah, his name is Bombay.
Bombay.
Yes,
We
Bombay.
could all use a Bombay.
Yes, and I don't have a lot of back hair, and I think that's.
Would you like some?
Do you have a lot?
I think that's
Not a lot. See, that's the thing. If you no, he's trying to come over here and see the back. You don't need to be looking in my shirt. Go look in Keon's shirt.
You have back hair?
No.
So I just I don't know. I kind of run and go to the gym and weep uncontrollably.
Keon thought it was those.
Hey, by the way, anybody at the gym, when you sit down and you're working out on, say, the bench, it's not a texting machine. It's a bench press. Get through your 4 reps and move on. Okay. I don't like those people. There's a lot of people I don't like.
You look like the one that would be texting.
No,
So you're out there really doing
no,
it. You're
I'm
getting in it.
I'm like whatever, shooting steroids in between
Sure,
reps,
sure.
and
As you do.
I got the
Phone no, syringe yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to
Deer urine all day long.
Oh, I got
Whatever you need.
Yeah, I have masking agents when I travel because I have to be.
You're
drug-
never going to get tested.
I do all the comedy clubs. They
Comedy
drug
club.
test me. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for the PEDs, huh?
Yes, I actually have to pee in a cup on stage at the beginning of my show, so I have witnesses.
I
that
think when
did
you-
it, and that it's actually my pee.
When
By the
you
way-
whip that out, that'd be the biggest laugh you get all night. Right there.
Oh,
And then followed by this from all the ladies. Oh.
Keon, how much for a sample of your urine? Because I am not clean, buddy. And I think you are. Come on, seriously. $20?
I don't think I can help you.
You want 2 free passes to the House of Comedy?
Oh yeah, do we get some tickets or
To
what?
yeah, on an open mic night you can go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, we will give
I
you
think
free
I'm a bit-
tickets if you let me run my fingers through your hair during the show.
that ain't happening.
Come on.
I'm very rich. I can just pay for the tickets.
Very rich.
I am exceptionally wealthy. That's not a problem. But he could use some tickets.
Keon,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, because he hasn't talked about my age and my body and my biceps and my pea body and been diminished. By the way, you drive a Porsche? What do you drive?
Oh no, I'm not a douche.
Oh,
Here, that's the thing that I these 4-door Porsches.
Ooh.
Like, those are horrid. Those Cayennes
Yeah.
or whatever. Somebody doesn't understand what a Porsche is supposed to
I
be
know,
for
exactly.
if it's got 4 doors on it.
Exactly.
If you've got a baby seat in a Porsche, you
Exactly.
you have
I'm just,
completely lost the plot on the Porsche.
I'm waiting for a station wagon Porsche.
Oh,
with wood
station
side
wagon.
paneling, fake wood paneling.
Stop.
I thought that same thing. We literally were driving over here and there was a black 4-door
Mhm.
Porsche. And I thought, kind of cool. Nah, you just want to get in and think you're James Bond and not have sex with anybody.
Right.
I mean, you, not me. I mean,
Right.
Me. Is,
I have it all the time.
it's-
You
no,
no.
the other way around, buddy. Not with this.
I have kids, so
Yeah.
I got proof that it's happened
Yeah.
a
Whose
few
are they?
times.
Look at me. Whose are they? There you
Might
go.
be mine.
Ah, see, we just revealed something on the Daily Blender.
So now you've got a child,
Yes,
at least one.
That's what the authorities tell
So
me.
you got one notch,
Yeah.
right there.
Yes,
Boy or girl?
I'm not sure. I
Old,
try not to get too close. Yeah, boy.
like 32,
Uh,
33. How old?
Yes, my son is 45.
Just-
He's about to retire on Social Security.
You're not my real dad.
I hate you more than life itself. My son is 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How about yours?
But I've got a 30 plus, and I've also got a 16 and a 17.
Wow. So what happened? Whoa.
I know it snuck up on me. I thought I was done. Turned out it wasn't.
Whoa. Why would you do that again, you idiot? You were out of the woods.
I know. I was home free.
I
was home free. And
Folks.
people wonder why. Just the other day, we were talking about this. They're like, oh, wait till you have grandkids. I'm like, do not bring them to the house. I'll meet you at a neutral location. I'm not babysitting. I'm not, no more. I'm not hearing that in my house. I'm not watching your kids. I am not your babysitter.
Right.
Don't. I will love your kids. I will love my grandkids at a distance.
You would be the most inappropriate grandfather ever. telling
If
them,
you leave the kid with me, they're
"Hey,
going to learn things.
Timmy, you like dirty jokes? So me and this hooker, and then you get a call from your daughter or your son. What did you say to my? You had a kid, and then like what was it? 10? What is it? 16 years later, you're the dumbest man in America. Hang on. No,
I know.
I want to mark this
I
date
know.
and time. It is 4:13 in Arizona time. I have met the dumbest man in America. I have the one, and there are days when you go, I wish he'd walk into the woods and never come back. No. And anybody listening, you know. So like he was 7, he had a baseball tournament. It was actually in Arizona. And my wife is like, you should go. It'll be like a father-son bonding weekend. And I went. And at the end of the weekend, it hit me. I don't really care for the kid. Because every minute of the day,
There's
on
always a
weekend,
time.
it's their stuff. It's not about you. It's their stuff. So first of all, you put a kid in a hotel on the road. He wants to go in the pool. He's in the pool. He's out of the pool. He's in the pool. He's out. Hey, make a decision and stick with it. Indecisive little, you know what?
Mhm.
And then he wants a grilled cheese sandwich. It's $17 for a grilled cheese sandwich with no French fries and a shriveled up pickle. And they burn the grilled cheese sandwich, and the little baby can't eat it. I don't know if I can say the P word. And the
Pickle? No, you're fine there.
And the little pickle burn it. And so I got to get him another grilled cheese sandwich. I am $34 into bread and cheese. I got nothing to show for it. You know what? It's our Saturday night too. It's my Saturday night. I want to go to a strip club, and he starts complaining. Daddy, the lady on the pole scares me. This Jack Daniels is burning my throat.
God,
you call that weed? You know, just come on.
So
back off.
ungrateful. It's just selfish.
Oh my God. So
No, you're right.
So
You're
we
right.
have the one, and then that's it.
So
we got the one.
Yeah, my grandkids will end up causing a phone call to the house, and I'm sure my wife will answer, and then she'll say, "Why did our grandchild yell out the window at a woman? How much? Why? Why? Told you not to leave him with me.
Why did he go?
I warned everybody.
You know, you put it to you. I think it would be fun though. I think it would be fun with you, grandfather.
Oh yeah, it would be fun.
You don't look old enough to be a grandfather.
I'm not a grandfather.
Well, but you could be at any time.
Sure. Yeah, that scares the hell out of me. I have done enough pre-work on these kids, warning them about.
Have you been fixed?
Huh?
Have you been fixed?
No.
I could do that for you.
Please.
All right, lie down.
No, I'll just put my foot up here. Here we go.
Hang on, let me get a pen.
I just please God, just get it over with.
I'm so good.
I don't even need anesthesia right now. I just don't want any more. None.
You know, if you just continue to talk to your wife, I'm sure no sex will happen. You know,
Mission accomplished. Listen, I do want to know. I got a whole thing of talking points here, and I do want to know the one thing that popped out. It was your Peabody Award. I don't remember you having a Peabody Award last time we talked. Now, again, we got Paul Mercurio with us. He's at the House of Comedy, Rick Bronson's House of Comedy, tonight, tomorrow, the next night. Tons of shows. Go to az.houseofcomedy.net to get your tickets and see what's what. How did you win a Peabody Award? What was it you did? Did you write a book? Or is it from your writing?
I mean, I'll answer that, but can you not say see what's what? That's like going, yeah, just go over and look in the closet.
I'm not going to tell them how to live their life. See what's what about. There's a show at a time. It can work for me.
Like, this guy's hilarious. It's a great show.
Get your hairy asses over to az.houseofcomedy.net. Buy some tickets, mother fluffers.
You really should be on staff at a communications college and teach everything not to do as a broadcaster.
I take that as a compliment.
I want to, first of all, it's not my Peabody. It's Jon Stewart's. I took it. He's a tiny man and I could beat him up. So I took his. No, I got it for writing.
Okay.
For the Daily Show.
Oh, cool.
And it's the most crazy thing because it is the Pulitzer Prize for broadcast journalism. So it is to TV news what a Pulitzer is to print news. And we did a lot of political stuff on the show. And we got a bunch of screwballs got nominated, and we go and we win. And you win. They just give it to you. It's not like it's not like the awards where you're in competition. And so it was at the Waldorf Astoria in New York, and we're there in suits, and you could tell who the comedians and comedy writers were because all of our suits, nobody's suits fit. Like
too long on the sleeves.
Too long at the sleeve. There's a rip. One guy's got a burn hole from weed he was smoking in the bathroom with Dan Rather, by the way. Huge pothead. And so we're sitting at a table and like literally Dan Rather over there, Peter Jennings, Anderson Cooper, and then us. And we got plowed. It was hilarious. And apparently we were a little loud. And
what do they expect?
Yeah, exactly. And then I played craps with Leslie Stahl from CBS News.
No kid.
She's a street person, man.
She got your money, didn't she?
She got my money. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's like, she will.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Right there.
Exactly. So you're impressed with the Peabody?
No, I was just curious about it.
No, you're supposed to say yes.
Yeah,
See?
well,
I just tested you. Failed again.
I thought it was going to be from the little dog and the little kid.
Sherman and
and
Peabody.
right. I thought it was something to do with that. I had no idea.
Yes, I shave little spotted dogs, and I got an award for it. It's called the Peabody.
Man, if you could win an award for shaving a dog.
I have that. I know, right?
Mhm.
I have an Emmy too. You know, I have a couple of them.
What'd you win the Emmy for?
Again, why would you say it like I don't deserve it?
I'm just curious.
How are you still married?
How do you ask
How
the
do you still
question?
live in a house
How
with
did
another-
you win an Emmy? How did you win an Emmy?
for the Daily Show, the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the Colbert Report? So, yeah.
So listen, we know your history. We know about the HBO and the Comedy Central specials and the Tonight Show and the your podcast where you have all the famous people on there. But what do you want to do? What is this all leading towards? Because I know you did your Broadway show. I know you do the stuff with Colbert on the Late Show. Where is this all heading for you? Seriously, that is what I'm most curious about. What is the trajectory? Where is this?
You know what?
Where do you want it to
That's
take
a
you?
Great question. I've never been asked that. I'd say a 7-Eleven franchise. If I could just get one of those,
I'd say it's likely.
I've made it.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Based-
that's
based on what you've seen.
everything I've seen so far. That is, wow. That's
That's exactly where you slot me.
well, I had a Red Robin franchise. I thought, but for you,
No, I think I see me filling up the big gulp machine. You
Yeah.
know, opening that big silver door and
And you did
pouring whatever
discount.
those killer chemicals are that go in
Yeah.
there. I think so. The biggest thing right now is my Broadway show, Permission to Speak, which is directed by Frank Oz. Frank Oz created the Muppets.
Yeah,
Richard
holy
Henson.
crap.
He's the original Yoda.
right?
Directed to the score, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
You
And
don't.
by the way, try being directed by Yoda because
Yeah.
everything's backwards. Okay. Even like when you go out to dinner with him, steak I will have. All right, we
Yeah.
get it, Frank. You're Yoda. Back off. Okay.
He's just trying to get free dinner.
Exactly. Exactly.
Work it.
And so this is a show that involves the audience telling stories. Nobody else is doing it. It's born out of my stand-up. We have a really beautiful set designed by the set designer for the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and who did the Good Morning America and Today Show, and he's got 23 Emmy Awards. Why don't you have him on and ask him, hey, how do you have 23 Emmy Awards? Like
well,
that.
we have limited time.
And why would you bother? And then we have animation by J.J. Settlemeyer, who did Beavis and Butthead and all the SNL TV Funhouse. And so now we're touring it around the country, and actually want to bring it to Phoenix. And we're talking about bringing it to a venue here, maybe the Chandler or something like that. I don't know, but and then I will come back in and we'll talk about that, and you'll drive people away from that
if we have
show
time.
as well.
I don't know. We time permitting.
Yeah,
time permitting.
Because what I said to the club is, let's do some press, and then let's wipe all the benefits out by going on the Daily Blender lab.
This is what you call a palate cleanser. This will just.
I was literally thinking the same words.
It will make sure nobody comes to. You'll have a nice, easy night.
Yes,
now.
Exactly. So, Casey, I'd say 6 people tonight. That's it. So I would have a lot of the staff go home.
They're just going to change the marquee. One-on-one with Paul Mercurio.
Yes, exactly. A symposium.
Yeah.
And it'll just say Peabody Award winner. So
Get your palm read by
so-
Paul Mercurio.
Exactly. So my Broadway show, and we're talking about doing that for television as well, or streaming. So that's been all consuming, but it's really cool and like an extension. And I'm a sophisticated guy. You know what I'm saying? Peabody, Broadway.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a joke. Sorry. You got mad. I wasn't laughing enough.
Do you dye your eyebrows?
No, that's
they seem like they're really
they are legit.
Do you have them do those little thread things where they do that and they go, ha!
You know what I do? What I actually do is I'll ruffle them up like this.
Yes.
And then I'll just take my trimmers and go straight across so I don't get the Larry Hagman
No,
thing
you know
sticking
what
out.
you use? You use a comb. You put a comb through.
I'm not a barber.
Well, that's
I'm
what
just-
a barber does.
I'm just a guy.
Here, get me a comb and a razor. I'll do it for you.
All right, let's add this to the list. You're not running your fingers through my hair or my back hair. You're not trimming
Can I just
my
see your back
eyebrows
hair?
or
I
giving
won't
me
touch
the
your back hair.
vasectomy.
Can I just see your back hair?
Just sprigs. Think the word sprigs. There's sprigs. There's a little here and there.
There's a little. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough to where you're like, put on a shirt, but you're not, like,
You seem like the guy that would go in a pool with a t-shirt on.
no, I'm not even getting in the pool. Look how white I
Why,
am.
because you're incontinent?
No, I'm translucently pale.
Yeah, that's true.
I have very little melanin in my skin.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know why?
It's a dangerous thing
Because
for
you're an
me.
extremely negative person. The research shows melatonin leaves the body.
I thought
for
it was-
negative people.
I thought it was giving me because I was Irish. By the way, melatonin is what you take when you need to sleep. So Peabody, I'd like my Peabody now,
You
please.
said melatonin. You
I said melatonin.
No.
And I said I
You
made
said
up
melatonin.
some word. I made up a word
Yeah,
because I was
melatonin.
coming.
It's a combination
Melanonin.
of melon and 10.
What is the word?
What is that?
It's
Melon?
melanin.
What melatonin?
Melanin.
Yeah.
Melanin.
I was close. I was like starting towards it, and then I veered off, and then I tried to waterland.
Okay,
Here's the
so
thing
at
with
least
words.
melatonin is like a medicine.
You
thing.
might. I'm going to help you win another Peabody. What you do is, if you don't know for sure the word, say it fast and hope nobody notices.
Yes, well, I did. Okay.
How do you think you get away with hockey announcing? Those names are impossible with the puck.
I always thought the guy was just burping. I didn't know. It's just
That's what it sounds like when you got 26 consonants in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to get some vowels.
Yeah, I know.
We should bomb the Ukraine till they say yes. We'll put vowels in. I mean, we'd have to do that to Russia too.
Yeah, that's why
we sneak up from behind, and then
that's why Russia's doing it, because they want more vowels.
More vowels.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah.
And now I'm on Putin's side.
Yeah.
I am pro
You
Putin.
would be really a great diplomat. I'd say,
Us
what's
wander
the
in.
over under on when we get into World War III with him being our Secretary of State? An hour? I'd say
I couldn't be the
I'll
secretary.
take the
of
under
State.
on that one.
I can't type. I can't type for nothing.
you can't
I make a lot of mistakes. So somebody else has to be secretary.
What is the biggest? What are you working toward in your life?
Retirement? Just any day now.
I know. I talked to Ron.
It may not be voluntary.
It's weird because somebody was packing up your desk.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Sweet release.
It's like,
Just let it in.
they asked me actually to hold the box flaps while they put the tape down. I'm like, this is weird. It's going to weird me out when I go on with the guy and it's his last day. But you know what? I'm going to drop a bunch of F-bombs since you're
There-
about to be canceled.
Please, there's an apron waiting for me at Home Depot right now. Just back. There you go.
I love this camera thing.
Yeah. Well, we got to go though.
Why don't you have me over to the house?
Hmm. That's a great question.
Like a barbecue or something.
Mhm.
It's been 3 years. I'll wear my T-shirt, my lucky Jeffrey O'Brien T-shirt with. You talk about a vowel. I hate your name because I always misspell it.
You don't even
wasted
try to
so much-
say Jeffrey. You always put Jeff in the email.
No, but because I don't want it to do Jeffrry. It's
Just out of protest.
It's ridiculous and it's wasted so much of my life. No, look at me. Look at me. Shut up and look
I'm
at
not.
me.
No.
you be
You don't
quiet.
talk to me this
No,
way. You don't talk to me
okay.
this way. You know, I'm not the. He's, nobody can hear
Yeah, he's
you.
just, this is personal.
He's yelling
You know
at
how
me.
many times
He's
I had
yelling
to
at
go
me
back and take the E out? You know how much time I could have had another kid, but because of you, I don't have
You
time
should thank me.
to drop my seed.
Think about this.
My manly Italian, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure manly was the first.
All right.
First word we're going to use there. Okay.
Maybe more in the toddler area, but
It's just-
know.
No shortage of hair, but just your.
I want all of your listeners to know what you're hiding about your first name and why that E is not there. What is going on?
You have to ask my mom.
Could she not spell?
Maybe not.
She's 75.
She got everybody else's names right. I
Let's
don't
call-
know.
Let's call your mom. Put her on the air.
Oh, I already talked to her today.
On the air?
Yeah, no, not on the air.
Well, call her. Let's ask her about the E.
No, I'm not bothering my mom. She's not feeling well today, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for bringing that up.
No, she's just
Way to suck the life out of a
No, I told her. I said Paul Mercurio was going to be on the show, and she got a little nauseous. And then she's like, "I got to go lay down." I was like, "That's oddly specific." I was hoping you could tell me why.
That's par for the course.
Yeah.
That's what I do with my audiences. We actually, when they come in, we give them vomit bags
Mhm.
because after about 10 minutes, they just start throwing up right in their
Yeah.
sheets. Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yes. On the back of your head.
I mean, I have to come down like this and see you like, oh yeah, no, I see why. I get it. That angle's not good for anybody.
Do you wear the hat during sex?
I wear a different one, a sombrero.
Oh,
She's
there you
Spanish.
go. Okay.
So
Is it because you get hungry during sex and you put snacks in the
exactly. I got guacamole here, and I'll have a little nacho cheese there.
Maybe a devil dog?
Chips. Yeah.
There you go. Boy, I'd love to see you naked with a sombrero on. I don't know what happened to this conversation.
I don't know
but
why
I
you
love
want
where
to
it
see me naked so badly.
went. Well, I just the back here.
It's well
This
documented.
is Peabody quality stuff, by the way.
Now I know how to win a Peabody. Today's show will win an Emmy and a Peabody. It's well, what are all the EGOT is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Right.
You got an EP.
Hmm.
What else do you want?
I got
You
an
could get a T for
Could
your
get a T.
show.
Yeah, I could get a T.
So you'd
Yeah.
have an EPT.
We were nominated for it.
You'd
don't
have an
worry.
EPT pregnancy
Right.
test. That is
Right.
scary.
By the way, when you use your fingers to enumerate, you
Mhm.
should put the next finger up because you just.
Well, I
listed-
just went like that.
No, you went one with the one finger, and then you kept the one
Right,
finger.
and
and I
count
was waiting-
again.
And I was waiting for you to do the 3 and the 4. Like, who doesn't put the other 3 fingers up? Are you that lazy?
I love that I can get under your skin that easy.
Yes, you have good teeth. by
If
the
you
way.
were smart, it'd be harder. I just would have to work harder at it.
Hang on, I gotta watch some porn. Can we turn the camera away?
The porn we watch on Keon's.
Can I do a Jeffrey Tubin right now?
We do not.
Well, when you're not here, that's why I get pop-ups of like, "Why is that horse?" Wow,
Explains so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
God.
are like a break late for a break.
All right. Well, listen,
But
this has been marginally fun. For me.
no, it's adequate.
Yes.
I just- there's a lot of texts on the text line that I have not read yet.
Okay. Uh-oh.
You have
Complaints.
You wouldn't want to hear them.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Wait. There was one more ticket we didn't push away. There you go. That one flushed that down the toilet.
I don't know. You want to hear some? Let's see what they have to say here. I don't know. Some of these.
No, don't read them if they're bad.
No. Tiger Paws says I'm part Italian. It's all that EVOO, and also the fact that we're just so darn nasty we can't and won't die, and we want to harass you forever. She says.
Yes, I think that's right. I agree with you, especially you Italian women. You're very scary.
Yeah.
You don't get an Italian woman mad.
Our co-host Randy, who's not here with us today, his wife is Italian,
Hmm.
very sweet, but also terrifying.
Exactly.
When I'm at her house, I just don't stop eating.
Yeah,
Don't stop eating.
If you, it's true. And if you do, then somebody's knuckles are going to get wrapped big time.
Well, I was told that my tongue might find its way through the book, right? To the bottom of my chin.
Yeah.
Brunswick guy from Canada says, "For shame, Paul. I have kids in the car, and they just heard the S version of that word. We're in Canada, so it's not a violation. You're okay."
I thought we dumped it.
He says,
Pardon me. I'm
this
sorry.
Paul guy is funny." Online, you can hear.
Oh.
Is he Randy's new replacement? No, he's just visiting, and he's doing his show at the Rick Bronson House of Comedy this weekend. Let's see, Berg is from Boston.
Way to burp on that. Like why? Like right in the middle. Did you see that?
I don't even
It
care.
was like you threw up in your mouth while you were saying it. Stop talking
My
about my
career
shows.
is
You're
long
making it
over.
worse. You're making it
I'm
worse.
taking you down with me.
You literally burped when you went
I did.
House of Comedy. Just
I'm trying to find you some nice texts, but they're just.
Is Paul?
Does Paul Mercurio know that? No, I can't read that. Paul Mercurio, is that Italian for not funny? No, I can't read that. Oh, here we go. Does Paul Mercurio know he's also a member of the Victorian Legislative Assembly in Australia? When you Google Paul Mercurio, that's who comes up.
Yes. Quick story. That person is exactly right. My actual God-given name is spelled Mercurio, 2 R's. If you look at my stage name, it's 1 R, Mecurio, because I did a sitcom and got a call from my manager and said, you have to change your name because there's already a Paul Mercurio from Australia who was in Strictly Ballroom in Exit to Eden, and you can't have the same name. And now he's just a fat guy with a reality beer show, and I have to go through life without my name. And by the way, he had like a super hot body when he was a choreographer and an actor, and like ripped. And he had this one headshot with this one publicity shot where he had like tight black pants and like a white tank top, sleeveless t-shirt, and he has a bottle of water and he's spraying himself. And my friends Googled me and went, "Are you doing gay porn?"
Like, yes, but why?
And they call me the small stallion.
Yeah.
the petite pony.
Yeah.
That's a Peabody right there. Only a Peabody winner could come up with something that fast.
Yeah, you're the grocery market stallion. You put the quarter in him. There he goes. By the way, I like how you give me crap about my name, and then we just had to hear that whole story about you taking a letter out.
Yeah, but there's a reason I dropped the letter out. You're hiding something.
Maybe my reason is personal.
I don't believe it.
You like that little demure way I just kind of tilted my head.
Yeah, it's like, wow, when did you become a debutante?
Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, hasn't this guy ever seen Wheel of Fortune? You have to buy a vowel, dude. Would you drop any extra cash on Jeffrey? Wait, whoa, that was insulting to me. I think I'm worth it.
That's a pretty good text, though. That's funny. You have to buy a vowel. That's good. Well done.
Here we go. Bite My Kebab says, Paul's extremely funny. I just bought tickets.
Ah, thank you. Can we end the show now so you don't return them, my friend?
And on a high note.
And Bite the Kebab, if you're coming, I want to meet somebody named Bite the Kebab. So come.
Bite My Kebab.
What's that?
That's what it says. Bite My Kebab is his texter nickname.
That sounds like what they say in my Italian neighborhood. Hey, man, Bite My Kebab. All right, what are you doing? Come say hi to me after the show. Bite My. Did they call you Bite My or just Bite or Kebab?
You guys can work this out since there's only going to be you and him. I think that could just sort of be worked out with your crowd work.
Can I please leave now? Can I please?
Beer Bob says Jeffrey's reason for not having the right spelling is very personal. His parents didn't love him as a child.
Exactly. And if you've been with him for a half hour, 45 minutes in a room where he burps through and throws up in his mouth when he mentions you, you would know.
A lot of people throw up in their mouth when they're around you, Paul. I mean, I know what you want. What did you expect? Mystery Girl says, Paul, you're hilarious. Can't wait to see your show. Thank you for coming to Arizona. Watch out for the scorpions.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I hope you come. Do not listen to this show anymore.
I like how Bite My Kebab says, hey, Mike, Bite My Kebab. I'm going to come find you. His name is Paul. You just bought tickets for Paul. Who's in town named Mike?
No, I don't blame him. I blame you for doing
He just bought tickets for another show.
No, I blame you for doing such a lousy job promoting it. They're not, it's even worse. Not only are they not coming, they're going to another show with a guy named Mike.
Their question is, will Jeffrey be there?
And the guy's mic show is in the parking lot at Safeway. It's not even in a club. All right. That's how you help.
And a Peabody Award winner.
And by the way,
it's not hard to win.
Did you ever wonder why I'm wearing the same t-shirt for 3 years? Maybe you could buy me a t-shirt. Maybe you could get my Christmas.
Oh, you want a radio station t-shirt?
Oh, yeah.
I can get you a radio station. What size are you?
Stud.
Small. We got smalls. Do we have smalls? You're small, right?
Petite. A women's 6. I'm a size
Children's?
6. Children's.
Yeah.
Of boys. I used to wear husky pants.
Oh, yeah? I remember
chubby.
those.
Oh, my God.
Remember those.
It's just a brand that goes, hey, everybody, I have no self-esteem.
Yeah.
Husky. Husky.
They look blue, but they feel like cardboard.
They
Great.
blue, but they feel like disappointment and shame. And that's actually good.
Much like your
that.
show.
I just... Did you just say much like
What?
your show?
No, that was her. I heard it. I don't know how her voice carries.
Very
I swear
sweet.
to God.
Through the microphone that we said you couldn't hear if anybody was 2 degrees away from it, but that's fine.
Yes.
We got people from San Diego saying that you're funny and they'll come see you in San Diego.
Yes, San Diego's. There's 2 clubs there. I might be coming. So please remember me. Follow me at Paul Mercurio, everybody. MECURAO, Paul Mercurio, all one word. And unfollow Jeffrey, Blender guy.
Oh, I'd have to be followed, be unfollowed. Random
At Paul
texter
Mercurio.
says, Jeffrey, ask your guest, since he's from Boston, if he thought high school was wicked hot.
There you go. Boston, baby.
Was it? I have to imagine it was for you.
That-
Did you finish?
It's a relative term.
He was a lawyer, everybody.
Yeah.
I remember our conversations from.
You do remember that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not related to you. I listen. I hear your stories. I'm not married to you. CK says, I think Jeffrey's parents were drunk and misspelled Jeffrey.
Thank you.
We are Irish.
Yes, I think that's totally right. When he first came out, what came out right after him was a beer bottle.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Your mother's a big drinker.
No, it was a
That's what I'm
whiskey
saying.
bottle.
It was a
Get it
whiskey.
right. The Jet says, hey, Paul, do you have a huge gay following?
I could.
He's
tonight.
not even attractive to that portion of the country.
I could. You ever been to the Holiday Inn Express? Room 406.
Wow. Rick Bronson's is putting up the Holiday Inn Express.
Huh? We're not kidding. Well, I'm staying in one of the conference rooms. It's cheaper.
You got an inflatable mattress on the table.
I'm just sleeping underneath the giant conference table. Yeah, it's comfortable. I have a little pillow. I got to write this joke down that I did.
Oh, which joke
about
was
the
that?
Husky pants. And then I said, you said they feel like cardboard, and they feel like, I said they feel like,
Oh, you're writing down your part?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
they feel like disappointment and shame.
Feel like you'd get further if you wrote down my jokes.
What's that?
What?
You're seeing this is how the sausage is made, everybody. I literally just wrote that
Vienna.
joke. Yeah.
Hefty Lefty says, I think Paul is considered an otter in gay culture. Just a small, hairy guy.
Oh, well, what's a bear is a big hairy guy.
That'd be
But
me.
why would you? Oh, because they can see me. I can't.
Yeah,
I keep
you're on a
forgetting.
camera.
Here's your otter right here. I'm a bear, right?
That dude manscapes.
No, I can't.
You do have the air of a manscaper.
No,
Really?
I got the whole thing. I'm full down there. No, I'm full.
You're walking around with
my
80s,
guy, my little
80s
guy
style porn?
my little guy looks like a mushroom cap in a bonnet. Like,
Mm.
yeah, it's like you don't really see anything other
I
than
remember that from Mario Brothers. You'd like, bling, the coin would come right out.
Right. No, I don't think. Why? Why would you
Huh?
cut the shrubs down there for what?
No, well,
What am I doing? Am I going to the
well, we mow our front yard for the neighbors because
but you don't have
somebody will see it.
Yeah, but you don't have a drink on the skin
Right.
next to your penis. What
But
are you
nobody's
talking about?
going
You
to
sit in
see
your front yard.
Nobody's going to see
You
your
don't-
landscaping.
You don't sit on your lower stomach.
Right. Your landscaping goes unseen, so it's
Right.
like leaving the side yard.
Why?
Yours
But
is like a
that's my
side
point.
yard.
I don't landscape down there. I don't
Right.
landscape. I just whatever. It goes free. I got 3
Just
monkeys
the
flying
sad,
around.
yeah,
There's
empty
a
lot.
salamander. There's a lot going on.
It's condemned.
Yes.
Sure. We really got to go.
All right.
Hefty Lefty says, I think Paul is. Oh, I already read that.
All right. Actually, the bar's closing, everybody.
There you go. That's it. I'm getting the red light. I think I've
All
got
right, I
enough
gotta
clout.
go.
I can keep going, but you got to go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Paul Mercurio. I've said his name
Can't even
right
get my
so
name
many
right.
times.
You can't even get my name right.
I had to get drunk for this. You know,
Oh.
you know better.
Jaffrey O'Sion. You're
Paul-
the best. Jaffrey
Paul
O'Kine.
Mercurio.
Jeffrey Ubunainen.
Jeffrey Ubu 9. Let him up. He did. I did. Paul Mercurio, House of Comedy. That's right. Rick Bronson's, because if you don't mention him, he gets pissed.
Yes. That's right.
Rick Bronson's House of Comedy. Go to az.houseofcomedy.net. Paul is performing tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. Get your tickets online. I would imagine you can show up. It will not be sold out.
Yeah. And please follow me at Paul Mercurio, because God knows this clown won't do this. PaulMecurio, because I'm touring all over the place. So if you're listening from parts unknown, when I come to San Diego or I go up to Otter Country, and yes, please come to the show. I guarantee you will throw up.
Yeah. Listen, and buy his Tupperware. It's very important. The merch is important.
Yes.
He's just he needs the gas money to get to the next place.
Exactly.
Just be kind.
That I also have male brassieres. So if anybody needs that.
Right here. We'll check out the sizes while I get your t-shirt. Let's take a break.
Medium.
Here's what you do. Just delete the second one. Take one. Delete. Or just, I'll take care of it. I got to go find him a t-shirt. And you can have a t-shirt too if you want one. She's like, no, we're never going to come here again.
Yeah. They're irregulars, I'm sure, with holes in them.
Yeah, we are going from that bin.
That's what I deserve.
Just Paul Mercurio. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Mercurio, az.houseofcomedy.net. He's in town this week, and go see a show. Laugh hard. Make your stomach hurt.
These are my real lips, huh? They're supple. Am I right, people? Wink.
Can you just
wink.
turn your camera off now? That'd be great. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started Wesley Financial Group to do one thing, help people get out of their timeshare nightmare. When you buy a timeshare, the timeshare company can raise your annual maintenance fees at will. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Want out of your timeshare? Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Everybody's got a podcast these days. Comedy, politics, true crime, you name it. But how many actually teach you anything useful? Harman Solar has an entertaining podcast that is vital if you've been thinking about looking into solar, but you don't know where to start. Ralph and Ben explore the intricacies of utilities, equipment, processes, and more. Their primary objective is to educate and empower you to make informed decisions on your solar journey. So increase your knowledge, not your bills. Go check it out right now. It's the Harman Solar Podcast at harmansolar.com.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains from May 24th through June 3rd. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Hi, I'm Ralph Romano.
And I'm Neil Lynch.
And we're the Weekend Warriors.
Ralph, I think we should change the name of our show.
To what?
Let's call it 30 Years Sports Talk Interview Fun Time.
What kind of name is that?
Well, we've been friends for over 30 years.
Yeah.
We talk about sports.
Sure.
We interview personalities from the Arizona sports scene.
Okay.
And we have fun.
Dude, are you done?
For now, yes.
Look, Neil, all this is true, but let's just stick to our regular name.
Okay, Ralph, but I think my name is better.
Anyways, it's the Weekend Warriors every Saturday at 10 a.m. right here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. That was fun. That was fun.
This is what always happens when you get two comics in a room together.
Yeah. I don't think he knows. I don't think because he started comedy right after I left. I don't think he knows that I'm a legit stand-up comic. Or maybe he does. I don't know. But only two could hack at each other that way and still hug it out at the end. I was just doing whatever I could to get in his head. And you know what else I did is at the end, we didn't ask for a picture. I did that on purpose.
Because you knew it would bother you.
Yes.
Because everybody does that.
Yeah, I learned that when we had Gilbert Gottfried on the show. Oh my God, that's got to be over 10 years ago. And Gilbert was in the studio with us, and we had an amazing time with him. And then I was told by his people, like, "Oh, Gilbert's got to go. He's got to go." So I was like, "Okay, well, thanks so much. It was great to meet you." And he stood there and lingered. He's like, you could he was almost wounded, and I didn't realize at the time. I was like, is he okay? Why is he acting like that? And then his people took him out and then went, and then later I got him. He was like, why didn't you want a picture? Oh no, it was nothing personal towards you. I just was told you had to go. I was just trying to be respectful of your time. That's all.
Yeah.
And Paul, we don't need a picture. He was on the video.
Yeah, we've already got it.
Yeah, and I don't want to stand next to him while he peers down the back of my shirt to see how hairy my back is.
He was very obsessed with that.
Yeah, he just wanted he wanted to touch me a lot. That was something's not going well at home.
Very, very handsy guy, that Paul Mercurio.
It's all right. Well, listen, we've heard about him from being on the Colbert, Late Show. We've heard about his HBO stuff. We've heard about his podcast where he has famous people and his one-man show on Broadway. We've heard all that stuff. Next thing you'll hear is about how he got handsy with somebody, because I can't be the only victim. Somebody else is, he's getting handsy with. But most radio people, they don't mind it. They're not going to report him.
That's true.
Yeah, so maybe they won't. Maybe you won't hear about it. So, anyways, go to az.houseofcomedy.net. I think I'm going to go to one of these shows. I think I will go to one of these shows. Problem is, I'm going to sit way in the back because I'm not stupid. Nope. I might even wear a disguise. Maybe I'll just comb my wife will be, just comb your hair. Okay, I'll comb my hair. We'll go out and I'll comb my hair. No big deal. I don't know why everybody makes a big deal out of that.
He'll be expecting the hat. So if you don't have it, that'll throw him off.
I'll just put it on backwards.
Oh, that'll throw him off too.
I'll be cool. BBL Drizzy says, are you sure that was Gilbert Gottfried or somebody else? Gilbert Gottfried's dead. Hate to break the news.
He said 10 years ago.
Yeah, this is back 2011 or 12, something like that.
Yeah, the man passed away a couple of years ago. It hasn't been 10 years.
Yeah, I've been doing this a minute, BBL Drizzy. Bite My Kebab says, Jeffrey, thank you for bringing Paul on the show. A lot of fun. Didn't provide much sports, but a whole lot of entertainment. I've never heard Keon so quiet. Yeah, this is one of those things where you feel it, you just feel it out.
Yeah, they were cutting it up. I don't want to step on a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was cutting it up. He was okay. He was okay. The Jet says, in his defense, nobody knows that you used to be a stand-up comic. Yeah. I mean, it's not. Listen, I don't want it to be a thing because I'm not a stand-up comic right here. I'm just doing a show. We're just having fun. That's all. And he also says, it looks bigger when you shave, or at least that's what I'm told. What are we talking about here?
The manscaping.
Brunswick guy says, I'm glad that this is the last ever show of the Daily Blender. I mean, that's what I presume, since you didn't take any commercials. I just sometimes, listen, if I ever feel like not taking a break, I won't take a break. I might get yelled at, but
you got to take the hard break. I mean, but the other one, you specifically could probably do it. Like the rest of us that work around here, we're hitting those breaks.
I'm very wealthy. Big George says, I'm a lawyer. Maybe there's a future for me in stand-up comedy. No, George, there is no future for you in stand-up comedy. Although you would never get heckled being 7 feet tall.
Yeah, it's just people would laugh because they're intimidated.
Bat Flipper says, oh man, you're not lying. My dog peed Yeah, we got the thinky wheel, which I'm like,
it's like at the worst time in that story.
Yeah. It says my dog peed and pooed all over my house because I was gone 4 days over a weekend. He never once done it before, and he even had a doggy door. Yeah, dogs will punish you when you're gone for any amount of time. It's a true thing. They will punish you. Radio Ron, Radio Ron was texting. He's like, "Where's Randy when we need him?" Well, Randy's not feeling well. Yeah. Why is he looking for Randy?
I don't know.
I think he wanted to fire me at that moment. Needed Randy.
Needed somebody to run the show.
Thank God Randy's not here. Now Radio Ron, it's about the time he'd be doing some drinking and he'll forget everything that just happened. Fifth letter. Oh, he just wanted to hack on Paul Mercurio's sports. He says, burn in hell Celtics, burn in hell Patriots. Then he says, go Lakers, go Raiders.
Well, those are the two teams that have been victimized by Boston.
Hefty Lefty says, no commercials and a miss. Yeah, I'm not reading that. We don't want to bring attention to that. He says, this kind of seemed like what Blender After Dark might be. Yeah.
That's as close as we're about to get.
What we did on air is what most radio shows do, like after show. They do an after show.
Mm-hmm.
And then, whatever. So now back to sports. What do you got for me? What do you want to talk about?
I mean, we're so far removed from anything sports. I don't even remember where we left off. What did we already talk about?
Well, let's see. The Diamondbacks game is on right now. Let's check in with them and see how they're doing. It's 0-0, bottom of the second. So, all right, we'll just see what happens. I'm not overly enthusiastic about the Diamondbacks at this moment, but here's hoping. We talked about the Timberwolves and the Mavericks and how I think that the Timberwolves will they'll take this one, but even if they win this one, they will not win another. That is my prediction.
And that tips off in half an hour.
Yep.
Give or take.
Yep. And we talked about the Mets and why they stink with all that money being spent on them. And I feel like you can repeat that conversation with a couple of teams right now. And so that's nice. We can just sort of take our attention away from the Diamondbacks' woes and focus on somebody else. Here's something that we definitely should talk about. We're really rooting them on. GCU baseball. Grand Canyon is the 4 seed, and they're playing Arizona in the first part of this baseball championship. It's the NCAA Division I baseball championship. We weren't able to work it out, the details to get the broadcast on. We're still seeing if we can work out a future broadcast, depending on how deep they go in these playoffs. But here's the great thing. We hate Arizona already. That has always just been part of the DNA of this program. We can't stand University of Arizona. We love us some ASU, and we love us some Grand Canyon University. Now, Grand Canyon University, number 4, Arizona, numero uno. But here's the thing. Grand Canyon has beaten Arizona 2 out of the 3 times they've played this year, including a 24-8 blowout. So this is going to be good. And who was telling me? The pitcher for Grand Canyon, who's going to play tonight, is just insane.
Oh yeah, Radio Ron was telling us that.
Insane. So this is going to be good. I'm bummed that we're not going to air it, but I'll tell you what, finding that on television for sure. Do we know where that's airing? Do we have any idea?
I can go ahead and find it real quick.
Yeah, let's find where we can watch it, because this ought to be good. This is like must-see TV on Friday night, because I know the game is Friday at 6 p.m. So I'm very excited about the Grand Canyon Lopes. It was funny when we went to a basketball game. I went into the gift shop and I bought a hat for Grand Canyon, and I put it on, and the guy I'm sitting next to goes, "Oh, you like Grand Canyon baseball, do you?" I was like, "Damn it! I thought I bought a basketball hat." But so now I already have a GCU baseball hat. I'll wear that on the show tomorrow.
It's on the ESPN Plus, by the way.
Ooh, okay. I have it. I got the ESPN Plus. I'll watch that. So, all right, guys, we've got 2 hours down, 1 hour to go. Let's come back, talk some football and other things. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a Colonial with high ceilings, hardwood floors, and a peaceful neighborhood. And you found it. Now, every Saturday at 6 a.m., you get to wake to the sound of your neighbor's leaf blower. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started Wesley Financial Group to do one thing: help people get out of their timeshare nightmare. When you buy a timeshare, the timeshare company can raise your annual maintenance fees at will. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Want out of your timeshare? Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains from May 24th through June 3rd. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Hi, I'm State School Superintendent Tom Horn. We need to improve students' proficiency in reading and math, which is my highest priority. I'm therefore providing $40 million for free one-on-one tutoring for all public and charter school students from first grade to high school, regardless of their proficiency level. And participating teachers earn money, which they deserve, for their work to improve students' learning. Sign up at azed.gov.
Sponsored by the Arizona Department of Education.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every home run, every hit, every inning, every play, from the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. Whether it's a walk-off grand slam or a base hit to center field, whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
For what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, not alongside Randy White. He'll be back tomorrow, but we got Keon in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. I got to clean up this text line from the last hour. It's been a very, very busy day. I feel bad. My translate button wasn't working earlier, so I have no idea what our French friend Pierre is trying to tell us. Oh, now I finally got it to work. This is going to be an older text, but let's find out what he had to say. Oh, no, it just flipped back to...
Oh, no.
It flipped. Oh, no, now it's back to English. Here we go. Hello, Keon and Jeffrey. I have another date with some minx from Boston. Her name is Diana tonight. Let me tell you, she's a wild woman. She is a sexy fox. I wonder if Paul Mercurio has any dating advice for me. He would have 0. and because he's been married to the girl he knew since high school. So he would have 0% dating advice for you, you know. So sorry. So it's probably good we didn't see this text earlier, because you would have just been disappointed, you know. I mean, I guess the only thing would be just don't be a dick. That's it. That's the best advice.
That's all we've got.
Yeah. That's
What else do you need?
Yeah, I think that should do, Pierre. So sorry I didn't get to your text. Bite My Kebab says, so in the past, you said you don't take guests on your show because they get in the way. I'm glad you know when to make an exception, because that was fun. I don't think you listened, Bite My Kebab. That's not what I said. I said I'm only going to have guests on the show if I like them. Or if I think they're compelling or interesting. You know, we're not going to have some boring beat writer. We're not going to have some, you know, lame-o. If we get like Kurt Warner wants to be on the show, he's on the show. Is, you know, we have some famous person wants to be on the show, they're going to be on the show. And funny comedians, they get to be on the show. You know, it's just the way I do things. I'd rather hear from you guys than anybody else, except for when I'm riffing with a comic. Then I do not read your text. This is not good. I saw this. I didn't want to bring it up. Didn't want to bring down the room earlier. Zach Gallen is now hurt. Evidently, this happened right after like the first pitch or something. Somebody want to give me some information on that? I saw the headline pop, but I have no idea what it is he hurt, how bad he's hurt. This is not good.
I don't know specifically what the injury is, but he did hurt his leg. That's what they're saying on the Yahoo Sports.
Fantastic. That's all the Diamondbacks need.
Yeah, another pitcher that's going on the IL.
Just don't.
Another top of the rotation pitcher.
It's gonna watch me some GCU baseball on Friday. That's all I'm gonna do. Yeah, T-Licious says it happened after 6 pitches. He pulled a hammy. How do you pull a hamstring? Pitching.
You push off of that back foot. That's where a lot of the power's coming from.
No, I tore my hamstring running a 40 at about 40 years old. Like I should have never done that. But just pitching, I guess I could see it.
You're putting a lot of torque, and it's starting with your leg there. Yeah, I could see that.
Baker's Cocky Hen says Grand Canyon University's baseball ace is better than Arizona's ace. Excellent. Mr. Wilbur says, Jeffrey, all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because I got to do that because I'm trying to talk to you in Braille. You know, blah, 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 blah. Go GCU, Wilbur.
By the way, the upside of anything happening Diamondbacks, to the extent that there is that they're winning. They're up 2-0 on the Mets.
Wow, that's sad. That is sad if the Diamondbacks lose their ace and still beat the Mets. I guess we just got to take the good news where we can get that good news.
Yeah, look, you still need those wins because hopefully he's not out too long and you can try and get back on track.
King Kitten says, hey, Keon, did the Timberwolves have a good chance tonight to beat Dallas and extend the series? Who do you got tonight?
I mean, they do, just because I think it's going to be a close game either way. Personally, I have Dallas. I think that Derek Lively is going to come back and make a difference. He protects the rim. And I think that that's important when you've got a guy like Anthony Edwards, he's a slasher. Edwards gets to the basket.
Okay.
You need someone to deter him.
Yeah, but so now you got Lively coming back tender, you know?
Yeah.
And you got Doncic playing tender, you know? He's, not 100%. And this is Timberwolves at home with momentum, and they have nothing to lose. This is it. This is the end for the Timberwolves if they don't win this game. I really like the Timberwolves' chances tonight based on just that alone.
Yeah, and Vegas favors them.
If Dallas was healthy, I'd say, yeah, probably Dallas.
Minnesota is the favorite tonight. So, I mean, I get it. Luka was a little tender. He still scored 28 points last game. So I think that Luka's going to get his. He doesn't play a game that's very explosive. He doesn't, he's not running to get anywhere. He controls the tempo. So he's going to get his. regardless of what his status is. I think Derek Lively is kind of the X factor as far as Mavs defense goes.
T-Licious, tell me you're single in one text. Ready? Thank God I've got Call of Duty to play on my PS5. Cubs and Diamondbacks aren't doing it for me.
And they're not doing it for me, and so I guess I'm going to spend more time with the kids. It's or the wife.
That's cool, T-Licious. That's cool. T says, "Burn in hell, Northern Nogales Tech." You're damn right. You're damn right, T. He says, "Burn in hell, Lakers. Burn in hell, Raiders." Well, he's T. is on fire right now. He's on fire. Baker's Cocky Hen says Towns will take out Lively again. Little Draymond Green actions.
I don't think he did it the first time on purpose.
He did it last time without anyone blinking an eye.
Well, yeah, it looked like an accident. So unless you're telling me that Karl Anthony Towns is that good and he can injure anybody and make it look like an accident, like a mobster, then
that man is Italian. T-Licious says, not denying it. Bingo. You don't need to deny it. We know. All right. So let's talk about this, Keon. The SEC is looking at using injury reports just the same way as like the NFL or the NBA or the Big Ten even. You know, the Big Ten. I thought the Big Ten were doing it. They did. They started doing injury reports last year. And schools are required to submit those at least 2 hours before kickoff. So I guess as, you know, amateur sports becomes professional college sports, that's a good point. Legalized sports betting is, you know, a big part of all of this, of the college sports now. So the SEC is like, yeah, we might need to do some availability reports here. We got to start keeping it real, yo. That's in a direct quote from the head of the SEC, Bob Boboroff.
I have seen that man,
and
him saying that is very odd.
Keeping it real, yo.
Those words coming out of his mouth.
Let me tell you, you know, college basketball for us is slamming, jamming like the punk like funk. So we are going to keep it real, yo.
They should fire him just for that. That is that's not good.
I thought it was pretty good.
Hurts my soul. If that's because you don't know what he looks like. Those words coming out of that face, it's not right.
Does that face look a little like my face?
It's a very Southern man face. He should just not be saying it. Like I don't know how to tell you.
All I know, I'm feeling triggered. I'm feeling triggered.
I don't know how to explain it. It's not.
An Irish man can't rap. Well, no, they can't. There is no Irishman out there that's actually rapping. You're right.
There's not a history of it. No, not really.
Yeah,
there might be an exception, maybe. But
that wasn't me declaring. I was actually asking. Is there anybody? Nobody. All right.
But I do think that this is absolutely all because of gambling. You've had people in the past. Once sports betting got legalized, I think in a lot of the states in the South. I was still in Tennessee in 2020 when it was legalized in Tennessee. The amount of people were like, yeah, I don't know how to bet on this game because I don't know if the level of gamesmanship is going to be so high that I'll bet on a team and then the quarterback's not starting that I thought was supposed to be starting. And, you know, guys get in trouble during the week doing various things and then they get a suspension for a half and you find out quite literally at game time. Like that stuff happens all the time in the SEC. They have to rein that in if they're going to have, you know, FanDuel or whoever be their betting partner.
You know, we could give away tickets. We could give away tickets to the Paul Mercurio show if we want. I got permission. I'm really confused on how many tickets I have. We
never really got clear.
He's just started rattling off numbers, and I'll be honest, I wasn't sure. It was like it was either like a couple pair or 50. I'm not sure what he said. He's like, well, we got 5 shows, and we have this and then. And he started doing like, I'm like, you can't expect me to do math. And he was like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, I'm not kidding.
He rattled off some numbers, and those first numbers were a joke. And then he said other numbers afterwards, and I didn't catch the other number. I didn't catch the actual numbers. So I don't know how many tickets we have.
I think we just give a few. A few pairs.
Just to be safe.
I think 5 pair. Did he say 5?
I don't know.
I think if I go at him with 5, he's not going to get upset. It's just not on the same night.
That's fair.
I think it was when you feel like it. I don't know. We were in a hurry. I had to run down the hall and get him a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because he looked cold. And
he has to stop wearing that one shirt. I mean,
that's
it's just
kind of what I'm hoping.
Just kind of next time he shows up in the blender shirt.
Got one word for you. Because he came in for the hug. He's like, no, we aren't shaking hands. We're hugging. And the one word that I came away with was gamey. And so I really felt like I needed to get him that t-shirt. I
don't think anyone's ever described a hug that way.
So anyway, I think we're just going to give away 5 pair.
Okay.
I think that's what we're going to do. Or 4. I don't know. I don't want to overload. I don't want. What if I got it wrong? And he says 1 of 5. I don't.
Yeah, that's also true.
He texted me earlier.
Is there any way to check?
He texted me earlier, and my response to him was, "How'd you get this number?"
I never gave this to you. How did you get this?
Yeah.
Has he only ever contacted
Do they hand my
email?
number out when you win a Peabody? Is that what happens? I don't know. Brunswick guy, you can't have any Paul Furio tickets. You're in Canada and you got the name wrong. Big George. Yeah. Some of these are jokes, George. Hamilton Porter says, have you guys watched? And the entire damn thing stopped. So I have no idea what Hamilton Porter wants now.
Well, that's a shame. Hamilton Porter, your text. It's just suspended in.
Oh, here it is. Have you guys watched the Tom Brady roast yet? Dear God, it's comedy gold. Yeah, and some of it's comedy gold, and some of it is the pyrite. It's Ben Affleck, not funny. Tom Segura and the other fella, Bert. That wasn't very funny. They're funny guys. It just kind of didn't. I mean, comparing Tom Brady to Nazi, I enjoyed that, but to Hitler, but the rest was a little bit flat.
I don't think I saw that one,
but for the most part, it was pretty good. Tom Brady stunk. He came out. I thought, oh boys, they probably wrote him some great jokes, and he came out. It was just all this confidence and swagger and arrogance, pumped up because he thought he was going to kick ass, but he didn't have the goods. He didn't have the comedy goods. So I was just kind of like, okay, you can go now. But the rest of it, though, it was fun. It was a fun show.
I saw some clips of it. It was that were pretty funny. I didn't see the whole thing. I still am hung up on, when they were like roasting Giselle and stuff, because I'm like, I don't know, man. Your kids are old enough that like their friends are never going to let any of those jokes go. The Yo Mama joke is one of the oldest jokes anybody ever learns.
Oh, I did. I just Yo Mommed Randy today.
Oh, no,
I did. When he was telling me he didn't. Let's see.
Was it like I don't feel well? Your mom doesn't feel well. How did that go?
I misspelled the word better, and he's like, I spelled it Bettee, Betty instead of better, and he goes, "Who's Betty?" I said, "Your mom." And he goes, "You know about my mom, right? My mom's." I said, hot. Yeah, smoking hot.
Oh, no.
It never gets old for me.
Every single time.
Every time.
But I'm just saying, you got a bunch of professional comedians to write the mom jokes themselves. All the kids at school just have to do is repeat it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Tom Brady saying like 2 days after the roast, hey, I regret that because of my kids. How did you not know that was the immediate result? Like, I really don't know how you thought that was going to go. Kids are mean.
It's going to take some tender, loving, open mouth kisses to make your kids feel better.
I don't think that's going to fix it this time.
I'm sorry, son. I can do it. I didn't sign anything. I wasn't on the roast.
No. He already opened the Pandora's box there. Like we're all in the world now where those jokes are out there. Yeah.
The Tom says, wasn't House of Pain Irish rappers?
I think so, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm not really a rap guy so much, but that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's see. Number one Rattlers fan says, my finger's ready to dial. I want them tickets. Well, I didn't really say how we're going to do this.
We didn't know. We haven't decided if it's a call or what. We still don't know.
I'm considering these things. You guys should go buy your tickets, though.
Yeah, House of Pain were Irish.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. Huh. So we'll always have Jump Around.
That's Irish?
Yeah.
Come on, that ain't Irish.
That's Irish, man. They're for Boston.
Okay. Well, yeah, but they didn't have Irish accents.
Well, no, they're Irish American.
Oh.
It's not Irish rap. I mean, they do have rappers in Ireland. That's not.
So if you're, listen, I'm Irish and my family got off the boat. So I'm Irish. But if you tell me you're Irish American, and that means you're like, I'm a pub alcoholic. You are a total wine and more alcoholic. That's the difference between Irish and, well, my family's Irish.
Well, yeah, but they were raised by Irish families. I don't know what.
Yeah. But how long off the boat though?
I mean, I don't know.
I've heard the song "Jump Around."
If you got multiple generations, though, yeah, that's what hip hop
really
sounded
Irish,
like in the '80s.
It's not "Jump Around, Jump Around." It's falling down because you're drunk. You're just falling down drunk. That's how you know who's appropriately
the song's
Irish.
At the beginning of the party. The party's just starting, so you jump around.
Even then, you're falling off the stool. You're falling off the bar stool. That's what that song is about. Falling down. It's like a 30-second song. It's quick. Hamilton Porter says Belichick was better than I thought he'd be on that roast. Kevin Hart was great. No, Kevin was good. He got progressively worse the drunker he got. And, it was still, even then, it was enjoyable. Watching his sort of deterioration as he went along is still funny. So, anyways, if you haven't seen the Tom Brady roast, it's, what is that, about 3 hours? It was about 2.5, 3 hours long.
That was the main thing keeping me from watching it, was just like, man, I do not have 3 hours to dedicate to this specifically.
I didn't realize it was going to go so long, but we sat there and we watched the whole thing. And we didn't, I think we paused it for a pee break at least once. But CK says Marky Mark is Irish.
Yeah, but it wasn't good.
He was in a boy band. He wasn't a rapper.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He was the main guy though. He was the
Once
rapper.
You tag on the Funky Bunch, yeah,
and it was bad.
I am more legit than the Funky Bunch.
The music was awful.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not really speaking well of my people, is it?
Yeah, I don't know that you're going to bring him up as the example. I would leave that one. House of Pain.
We got to
fix
this.
They've got the one hit, but it's a good one hit. What did Marky Mark ever do?
Let's be honest. The best thing my people have contributed is river dance.
Hey man,
and then these
river dancing was hard.
Came along from Stomp, tried to rip off the whole thing. Hey, that's cultural appropriation.
Go after him.
Leave me this one thing. Rhythmic stomping, dancing. Stop it. Bite Micah Bob says, give me 2 Paul tickets. You don't demand tickets from me.
Wait, that's not how this works at all.
Besides, it's Paul Mercurio, not just Paul.
He hasn't quite ascended to the level of like Prince, where it's just one name. It's you still got to say Mercurio.
Yeah, if you're Paul, there's Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And then there's Paul Mercurio.
Like, do you know how ridiculously talented a Paul you have to be the Paul? Like, they just say Paul and we know.
Yeah, go by Mercurio.
Now that you could do.
Just do that. CK and Moist One say, Good Vibrations is a banger. It was a hit, son.
It's terrible. It was a hit, but like, that's just because people don't have taste. That song's awful.
How's it go? I don't remember that one. I remember Jump Around because everybody's heard that.
The hook was really catchy. The actual rapping, no, it was awful. What are you talking about?
Do you enjoy river dancing?
It looks really cool. I've never done it.
Just give me this. Just give me this one thing.
Looks cool as hell, though.
Take my Irish rappers away from me. Baker's Cocky Hen says, I'll take some tickets to the former Australian. No, it's not what this is. Oh, they all went and they Googled him, and then they got that guy. Moist one says, all you need is a catchy hook. That's all you need.
In rap, no. To be considered a good rapper, you need to have good raps. Write some bars that are actually, memorable. Do you remember a single thing he rapped in that song? I don't think anybody does. At least they shouldn't. It's a bad song.
I hope there's at least one good Irish rapper. Is there one? Anyone?
Macklemore? I think Macklemore's Irish. He's good.
Can you look that up? And even him, is he good? Isn't he the guy that was rapping about buying stuff at a thrift store?
That is him, yeah.
That does sound like my people. I'll be honest. Moist one says, bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme.
and that's literally the opening bar of the song. You don't remember anything else, and that is my point. Macklemore, real name Ben Haggerty. That man is Irish.
Yeah, that's very Irish name. That name has a DUI all by itself. That name is working down at the docks. Jonesy says, did you already talk about Darren Waller? Guy should just get a job at CT ESPN at this point. Didn't he? I saw that. I didn't have a chance to listen to it, but he does a song about his ex-wife or something, and everybody's like very concerned about this. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't seen or heard the song. The only thing I know
during the break, you can listen to see if there's any swear words. We could play some.
All right, I'll take a look at it. All I know is that you married Kelsey Plum and somehow managed to screw that up.
Mm-hmm.
They should study your brain. How do you screw that up?
T-Bone says, isn't Paul the little alien dude? There is a movie called Paul about a little alien dude, but that's about a different little alien dude. Rough Rob says, Mixed Search way better than Marky Mark. What is Mixed Search?
I'll be honest with you, that I don't know Mixed Search.
Beer Bob says, hey, Jeffrey, don't sell Ireland short, okay? You guys gave us U2, the Cranberries, Enya, and Thin Lizzy. Sail away, sail away, sail away. MC Search. Oh,
okay.
I thought it was
that makes more sense.
The way you had it there, it looked like
I was
Search, like a McDonald's search engine. Sorry, MC Search. Sorry.
Well,
oh my God!
Don't disrespect him by saying that he's better than Marky Mark. That's not hard to do. The bar is on the floor.
Moist one says, yo, it's about that time. Is he rapping or is he just trying to tell us to take a commercial break?
No, that's the first line of Good Vibrations. Yo, It's about that time.
But he is right.
Bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme.
Way late for a break.
And then you don't know any of the words after that because it's a bad song.
I'm going to defer to Keon's knowledge on these matters. And come on, Irish, do better. The Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Get insights into the sports betting market with VSiN's betting splits. See where the money is and keep updated on how the market is reacting. Only at VSIN.com. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The NASCAR Cup Series will be racing outside St. Louis on Sunday. It is the Enjoy Illinois 300 at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. Just its third ever Cup event. It began hosting Cup races in 2022, and Kyle Busch is the defending champion. Kyle Larson is the betting favorite to win the race at plus 600. Denny Hamlin right behind him at plus 650. Martin Truex Jr. is plus 850. Ryan Blaney plus 900. William Byron also plus 900. And Christopher Bell plus 1,000. The race will be 240 laps. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Hi, guys. Jeffrey O'Brien here. Have you ever gone to HarmonSolar.com? Well, you really need to, because everything you ever wanted to know about how solar power can save you big on your monthly electric bill is right there. It's online. Through your phone or through your computer, you can learn about tax credits, the equipment they use, look at how they do things for businesses as well as homeowners, see testimonials from happy customers, and I hear they got a pretty good podcast too. Check it out. Go to HarmonSolar.com. That's HarmonSolar.com.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-280-8787. That's 1-800-280-8787. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-280-8787. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Need a boost in capital or a flexible line of credit for your growing business? Hi, I'm Dylan Cohen at JR Capital. I can help you get the money you need fast. The process is a breeze with a simple application and same-day approvals. No more waiting, no more hassle. Just a straightforward path to securing the funds you need faster and easier than asking your banker. So call me, Dylan Cohen, at 602-834-7353. That's 602-834-7353. Or visit moneyradio.com and click on Finance with Dylan.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, host of You Better You Bet, reminding you to check out the show. Now, why should you check out You Better You Bet? Because we bring you the most fun. We bring you the most insightful, the most entertaining show in the wagertainment world. From up-to-the-minute breakdowns of backdoor covers, bad beats, and the cheers and tears that come alongside them. Plus, you'll get the best betting analysis anywhere from myself, Ken Barkley, and some of the best minds in the sports wagering world. So tune in weekdays, noon to 3 on Arizona sports betting station, 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Hey, Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Well, Moist one being all racist on me here. I feel
what?
Yeah, it says Potato Skin would be a good Irish rapper name.
Why would you go there? What
the hell that? Just kind of hurtful for no reason at all.
It does seem very hurtful.
Jeez. All right.
Also, there's a couple of swears in the Darren Waller song.
Is there?
Like a minute?
Like right away, or is it any good?
Oh, it's awful.
Oh, can you play the first part and then pull it before anything swears on us?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Paul Mercurio Day, so whatever happens. Sure. While you're figuring that out, there's a new texter on the text line. This new texter says, "This is Baby Mullet." It's not a bad texter nickname. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is not bad. Are you a previous texter with or what? Or you just now like, yes, this is my moment. I am Baby Mullet. That's cool, man. It's great. Or gal. I don't know who you are. But Baby Mullet says, oh, my father is Glendale Mullet. Oh, okay. Baby Mullet says, do you think Lizzo is bigger than Angel Hernandez's Strike Zone? Good Lord.
Come on, man.
Wow.
What just Lizzo catching strays right now. She didn't have anything to do with any of that.
Although she was pretty horrible to her people. So some people think that's open game on her. But
yeah, I mean, I'm going to wait until stuff gets proven a little bit. But if she was horrible to everybody, then yeah, forget her.
So yeah, Baby Mullet. Look at you. Baby Mullet.
That does actually remind me. So there were 3 brothers in high school. All Rodriguez. I'm a Rose, and I had to sit behind, not even kidding, like 15 Rodriguez's at graduation day. And 2 of the brothers were in that row, and the other brother was younger and was going to graduate the next year. The oldest one had a mullet. He called him the Mullet. The second brother had a also had a mullet, and he was a little smaller, so we called him the mini mullet.
Mini mullet.
And then when the youngest brother started high school, he also had a mullet. We called him the mini mullet. So
that works.
That's yeah.
If you're going to sport the mullet, you're going to get the nickname.
They liked it. They thought it was fun.
I had hockey hair, which is different than a mullet. Hockey hair is it's not quite a mullet, but if somebody grabbed you and trimmed your sideburns, it's close.
yeah,
It's MacGyver hair is what I call it.
Okay.
It's more MacGyver hair than anything. It's hockey hair is what we called it. But it was just more just laziness than trying to look cool. I didn't have party up front and or business in the front, party in the back. I had lazy hair.
Yeah.
Just
It more the aftermath of the party. Everyone's kind of hungover. There's
this
plastic
is-
cups everywhere.
Somebody's got to clean this place up. Hair. That's what I
Various
had.
empty whiskey bottles. Yeah.
Kringleberry says, I know Lizzo caught flack with that bad publicity last year, but seeing how she reacted to South Park making fun of her weight, that made me actually respect her a lot more. Yeah, she did. So here's the thing. You want to give her crap for being mean, focus on that. There's no reason to make jokes about her weight, her body, her size, because then when you do that, then now you're also sort of making jokes about other people's weights, bodies, and size. But if you make fun of her for being horrible to her dancers and backup singers and stuff, and it's something about that, well, that is something she should own. But the rest of it, that just says more about you than it does about her. I don't know if that's a good place to go. But look at you, little baby mullet trying. Moist One says, oh, the things I would do to Lizzo.
We know.
The things you would try to do to anybody.
That's the issue.
CK says, I wouldn't listen to Keon on this. I wouldn't listen to Keon on this one, Jeffrey. Marky Mark spits straight fire, son. Never heard it.
Fire?
Never heard
Fire.
it.
Marky Mark.
Where would you put him? So here's Eminem. Here's Marky Mark. How far? How does
if the world of rap were a mountain, Eminem would be near the top.
Yeah, okay.
Marky Mark would be at the Earth's core. He'd
be inside the Earth.
He wouldn't
even be at the foot of the mountain.
Yeah.
He'd be well under it.
Well under the earth. We wouldn't be able to find him. The idea, Marky Mark spits fire. He barely spits saliva, much less fire. What are we talking about here? No, absolutely not.
Okay. I have no point of reference on this. All I can do is stand by and say, yeah, okay.
I think people rap different in the 80s, and even by those standards, no. Or early 90s, whatever.
Well,
not good.
We haven't really talked a whole lot of sports this show, have we?
Yeah, we got derailed early.
Darren Waller is what started this.
Yeah. You want to hear any of that?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
Listen, let's all suffer together. There's no way he signed. Oh, I didn't expect it.
It's hard to love.
it's auto tune. It's auto tune.
He's not singing.
It's hard to give all of your soul.
He's auto tuning his voice, his spoken word.
Have your heart broken in return, but it's time.
Okay, you should probably just turn this off. Wait, hold on. Until he swears. Okay, you can turn it off. Yeah, I can't take it.
It's that for 3 minutes. There is a part where he does start to rap. I again am using the word rap in the loosest definition of what that means. It's horrible. It's bad from start to finish. He's worse than Marky Mark, and we found him. Found one, but he swears in the rap part, so I couldn't.
Yeah, we're not gonna play it. We like our listeners too much to play more than that. Yo, that is a troubled man. And he released this.
He released it on purpose. Yes, it's on YouTube. He shot a whole music video. It looks like it cost a lot of money to shoot. Yeah.
All right.
He's walking in a cornfield and on the beach also for some reason.
So we'll go from Waller to Waddle. Waddle having a much better day. Jalen Waddle has signed a 3-year contract extension. And so now it looks like the deal's worth $84 and almost $85 million, $76 million guaranteed. The Dolphins are very serious about Jalen Waddle,
as they should be.
Never leaving, ever.
I mean and it's interesting because you're seeing a lot of receivers get paid, but that guaranteed money is starting to be around 70 mil for a lot of these guys. And Jalen Waddle's one of the ones that you got that guy in the building, you don't let him leave.
Bala 51 says, I'm so glad the Raiders traded that bum. 104 passes caught for 1,015 yards, 6 touchdowns as a rookie. And then later, he was, in 2022, 75 passes caught for 1,356 yards, 8 touchdowns.
Are you talking about Waddle?
Yeah.
I think he was talking about Waller.
Oh.
Because the Raiders had Darren Waller.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about. I was talking about Waddle.
No.
See, that's my fault for talking about Waddle and Waller so close together.
52 passes for 552 yards and 1 touchdown for Waller last year.
Oh, he's a bum.
So.
Yeah, okay. Moist one says, I don't know, but I blame Daniel Jones for Waller's music.
I don't know. It seems like he's making a lot of these decisions himself.
If you told me that was Daniel Jones, I'd been like, yeah, okay. That makes sense. That would make more sense than it being Darren Waller. So
the whole thing is auto-tuned. At no point does his actual voice come through on that song. It's regrettable that it happened.
That song, I think, has an audience of 1. He only wants her to hear it.
I would have done better.
Mm-hmm.
I would have done better.
Everyone with CTE is like, banger. Oh, that's such a good song.
Yeah, Chandler Jones, Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that are vibing to this. Everybody else is
Tua. It's like, wow, that's great.
Oh no,
that is great. So people are starting to wonder, Justin Herbert, maybe his fantasy football numbers might not be what they've been because Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Isn't he a run first coach? Isn't he like a lot of the running game?
That's a big thing for him. That's what he did at Michigan to the point where JJ McCarthy's getting drafted and no one knows if he's a good quarterback because we've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know if that's because JJ can't throw or if Jim didn't let him.
Yeah, but you can't get away with that in the NFL.
No.
You can't, you can run a lot, but you can't run so much that it trims your quarterback stats substantially.
Yeah, especially a guy with a big arm like Herbert. You're not helping him if you do that.
Just for Herbert's sake, you hope he knows how to coach a quarterback who can throw or whatever. So that is still it's a reasonable thought process when you're thinking about fantasy football and you're like, well, there's old Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
a little nervous about that, to be honest.
And you should be. The offensive coordinator is Greg Roman, who notoriously builds offenses that guys run in.
The Roman's offenses have finished 28th or lower in team pass attempts in 9 of his 10 seasons as an NFL OC.
The Kaepernick Super Bowl year was a Greg Roman year because all of the running he could do,
right?
And plus what Colin could add to that, Greg Roman, the early years of Lamar Jackson, the reason why the Ravens ran so much more then than they do now, Greg Roman, like that's what he does. And Justin Herbert isn't either of those guys. So you'll be asking him to throw from the pocket. I mean, he's a mobile enough guy, but I don't think he's mobile to the point where you want to be running Justin Herbert. So this is going to be weird.
It is going to cause a little bit of a pause when you're finally getting around to drafting your quarterback. When you see Justin Herbert's name come up, now old Jimmy Harbaugh's running stuff. So, all right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we've got On This Date in Big George's sports history. More of the Daily Blender after this on 1580 The Fanatic.
With Verizon, now everyone can get our best phone deals.
Even if I'm new?
Even if you're new.
What if I've been with Verizon forever?
Oh, yeah. You see, new and existing customers get the amazing iPhone 15 with tons of storage on us. With any iPhone trade, any model, any condition. Guaranteed with unlimited ultimate.
Here's one. What if?
That's a yes. There's a deal out there for everyone. Only at Verizon. $829.99, 128 gigabyte only device payment or full retail purchase with new or upgrade smartphone line on unlimited ultimate plan. Minimum $90 a month with auto pay plus taxes and fees for 36 months required. Less $830 trade-in / promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trade-in terms apply.
If you need bold banners to boost your business, but you're on a budget, think Staples. Posters, flyers, signs, and menus for less? Think Staples. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward. Now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Same-day service available on hundreds of items if you order by noon. And all backed by Staples' Print Perfect guarantee. So it's done right or it's printed again free. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. N61, visit staples.com/print for details.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So what did the doctor say?
He said I might need surgery.
Wow, it's that serious.
Well, we won't know for sure until I talk with a surgeon, but I'm lost. This is all new to me.
The decision to have surgery isn't easy, but neither is living with pain.
There is an alternative to surgery. At the Naturopathic Physicians Group in Scottsdale, our doctors are experts in full spectrum care using a natural approach and can restore pain-free joint function so you can avoid surgery. Patients come in for a variety of issues, including joint pain, chronic conditions, and issues specific to men's and women's health. We also help restore balance in immune, digestive, and hormone systems, which often improves both immediate physical symptoms and also improves cognition and emotional stability. So when traditional medicine suggests you need surgery, how about taking another approach? Call Naturopathic Physicians Group at 480-451-6161. That's 480-451-6161. Or go to naturopathicgroup.com.
Life is full of bright moments, but sometimes those moments can seem too far away. Trained and caring crisis specialists in Arizona can assist you with any situation, big or small. Free and confidential help is only one text away, day or night. Text the word HOPE to 4HOPE. That's HOPE to 44673. These moments matter, and so do you. This message is sponsored by Solari Crisis and Human Services.
So, what's your favorite thing about sports? The excitement, the action, or the 5-meat pizza and the six-pack?
Bingo.
That's what we thought. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Stay Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Big George just now realized that Zach Gallen was taken out after one inning because of a hurt hammy. You just now realize that? Yeah, it goes one batter. One batter. Wasn't even an inning. Yeah.
It was 6 pitches.
We talked about this like 3 hours ago, Big George. This came up earlier. Man, it's been a weird day. You know? Can you imagine getting like 34 or 35 counts of guilty on Covfefe Day? Did you know today is Covfefe Day?
No.
God, it's a bad day for him. It's a bad day. Celebrated day. Love Covfefe Day. And now, anyway, let's see. Beer Bob says Waller should do all his press conferences. You know. I'm not getting away with this anymore.
In song?
The computer is just slowing down.
I hope that you're not suggesting he should do all of his press conferences auto-tuned in song.
No, that's exactly what Beer Bob is suggesting.
Oh, please don't.
Let me tell you.
That's just torturous, is what that is.
I'm having a bad game. Anyway.
He's contemplating retirement from football, and I think he's trying to retire from the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just end that music career, man. It really never started.
Dear Darren Waller, perhaps you should write limericks or haiku. Which has nothing to do with a microphone, please. Bala 51 says, and who's he going to throw the ball to? Talking about Herbert? Well,
that's a great question.
Keenan Allen Waynes is gone. Mike Williams is gone. Austin Eckler is gone. Kellen Moore is gone. But now, so here's who he's got. Ladd McConkey.
Who's a rookie. They just drafted him.
Gus Edwards. J.K. Dobbins, and DJ Chark. That's who they got.
I like Josh Palmer.
Brig Roman.
He had a good year for them last year. Quentin Johnston was terrible, but that was his rookie season. So maybe he can improve. I was not a big fan of his going into the draft last year anyway. And then Ladd McConkey is a speedster. He'll get a lot of those deep shots that the Chargers throw, but they'll be doing it off of play action because they'll be running the ball 25 times a game. 30 times a game.
It's gonna be an interesting season, but it's too early for that. Big George is, oh damn, I must have missed that. Yeah, you've had a better 3 hours than the rest of us Diamondback fans because you didn't know about it. So you lived blissfully at a time where you didn't know that Zach Gallen got injured on the first batter up. You had a better day than we did. So here's the latest. Mavericks are up 16-10 over the Timberwolves in the first quarter. Diamondbacks are up 2-1 over the Mets in the top of the sixth. And the Panthers and the Rangers zilched out. Do I burp a lot on the air? Because I think I just did it right there too. I thought nobody could hear it. Paul, he noticed right away. Now I'm like, I wonder if I'm being gross. It's the man show, though.
Yeah, and also, at least what I've noticed is usually in the last segment of the show. So if it's been happening earlier than that, I didn't know. And then Paul was like,
no, he noticed right away.
Yeah, he wasn't having none of that.
Well, he was hoping I'd promote his show tonight. And instead, I was burping. So
I mean, you were multitasking.
Oh, no, I'm not apologizing. I'm just stating the fact.
Yeah.
So let's give away a pair of tickets.
All right.
All right. So if you want to go see Paul Mercurio at the House of Comedy, Rick Bronson's House of Comedy in Scottsdale, and there's a show, there's shows tonight, there's shows Friday, there's shows Saturday. Let us know what show you want to go to. You go check it on the thing. And or at least be able to figure it out pretty quick, and then we'll send you to that show. Okay, we'll just do that. So right now, caller 4-888-368-1580, and don't dilly dally because I have nobody to talk to but Keon. So don't try to stall him into a long conversation. I mean, now I've said it, you're going to do it anyway. So don't let them lull you into a long conversation, Keon. So 888-368-1580. Caller 4 got a pair of tickets to go see Paul Mercurio at Rick Bronson's House of Comedy either tonight, tomorrow night, or the next night. And what I mean by that is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, I'm trying to find my piece of paper that has the website to make sure I get it exactly right. I lost it. I think it's az.houseofcomedy.net. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure that I have memorized it. It's probably in my, here it is right here. I will verify that. Yes, I did get it right. az.houseofcomedy.net. And that is where you go buy your tickets. Listen, he's not some open mic night comic. This is a serious guy. This is a guy you should go see. And he has fun with the crowd. Paul Mercurio, he's an Emmy and a Peabody Award winning comedian. He works on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He's on the show a bunch of times. He's got his own specials out there, HBO, Comedy Central. He was on The Tonight Show. He's got his own podcast called Inside Out with Paul Mercurio. He's had like Paul McCartney, Kevin Costner, Kira Sedgwick. That's Kevin Bacon's wife, and all sorts of things. So listen, this is a quality show. You listen, buy some damn tickets. Go see the show. If you don't win them here, buy them. Okay, go have some fun. Go. It's getting too damn hot out there to be outside. So go inside and go watch Paul Mercurio at the Rick Bronson House of Comedy this weekend. So, do we got a winner yet over there? He's on the phone. There might be a winner. All right. Anyways, 888-368-1580. Taco Kenny says, Chargers. This is when the text line is going to fail me. This is when the text line is going to freeze up on me. He says, Chargers should pick up the Raiders free agent. That's not an actual person. Des Nuts. I don't think.
I don't think that's.
What I
a guy.
love is you wanted me to say D's, but you spelled it Des.
Misspelled D's.
Dezz. It's not like I'm not going to see that coming, Taco Kenny.
The D's is a huge part of that joke.
Yeah. Des Nuts. Okay. Who won?
JD won.
JD Hayworth,
not Hayworth.
Oh, okay.
Just a different JD. I don't think he's texted in under that name before, but regardless, yeah, just he was in the car.
Does he ever text?
Gave a call. I don't think so.
The hell, man.
I mean, to be fair, it seems like this is part of his commute. So
I'm just kidding. I keep forgetting this isn't a TV show because right there I said, "What the hell, man?" And I gave a kind of a cross-eyed look at the camera. And I went, no, he's in his car.
Yeah,
he's not watching.
He's never going to see it.
Thank you for listening, JD, and enjoy the Paul Mercurio. And make sure you let him know you heard it here on 1580 The Fanatic and the Daily Blender and all that stuff. We'll give more tickets away tomorrow. I think he said 5 pairs of tickets. So there's one gone. I'm probably going to take one. You're going to take one.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 pairs of tickets to give away tomorrow. No, I'm just saying. Oily Stool says, hey, if you need something to talk about while Keon was preoccupied, why not talk about Edmonton's great win the other night to tie the Western Conference Finals at 2 games apiece? There, we just did.
With all the information that we know about that.
Yeah, we're not really following hockey, but thanks, man.
They moved our team. We don't really. There's a level of care that started to erode there.
We're a little butthurt over losing the Coyotes right now. So, Big George says, I don't notice you burping on air. Every now and then, there's like a little something. I try to cover it up. You know, it's the farting, the constant farting that I'm surprised nobody ever hears. Let's see. Taco Kenny says, stupid smartphone. Yeah. But see, here's the thing about that, Taco Kenny. You're trying to blame the phone. I would get it if it changed it to another word, but Dezz, it's not like spell check gotcha, because that's not a word.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is my phone has gotten much more aggressive about changing words on me, but not to other words that aren't words.
Yeah, I turned that off. Do not let I'd rather the misspellings come from me directly.
Yeah.
And I have no misunderstandings when I send you a message, you know. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1932, after dropping a doubleheader, some Chicago White Sox players accused home plate umpire Greg Moriarty of deliberately blowing calls against them. The umpire, former White Sox player himself, challenged his accusers to a fight under the bleachers. Chicago pitcher Milt Gaston took on the umpire first. Moriarty knocked him out cold with one punch. But he did break his hand, which proved to be a problem because after that happened, manager Lou Francesca and Charlie Berry and Frank Grube, they all just jumped him and beat that living hell out of him. And next day, the American League president, he issued a bunch of fines to everybody and a 10-day suspension for the first guy, the one who got knocked out.
Can you imagine being knocked unconscious and waking up to a suspension?
Yeah, that's a sad day for him. But the umpire, George Moriarty, no punishment whatsoever, even though he's like, meet me under the bleachers. I love that so much. 1932.
It was a different time.
I love that. Let's see. Sun Devil Raul is just now joining us. He says, speaking of farting, that's the main subject of the other story I wanted to share with you guys yesterday. Oh, look at the time. Sun Devil Raul. Mars Bar is 8:05 says, happy thirsty Thursday, guys. I'll take an 8:05. Go D Davis and A's. And also sent me a thing saying the Roadrunners is going to play 30 games in Tucson and 6 games in Tempe at the Mullet Arena. 6? Yay.
Is it a slow progressive move north? What?
I don't know what the hell this is. Beer Bob says, that's why you should get tickets to caller number one. I was caller number one. I listen and I text all the time. Well, I'm going to give away a bunch of tickets tomorrow. I will give away a bunch of tickets tomorrow, okay? So calm down, take it easy, and tune in tomorrow. Whistling Gerbil says, hiking isn't a sport. Really not arguing with that.
Yeah, we know. We agree.
He says, thanks for some real history, George. Oh, Whistling Gerbil, you're listening to the podcast about the mountain climbers. Wait till he hears today's show. See you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender on 1580 The Fanatic.